Boom.
Press the button. Okay, we're live. I think.
Woo!
I think we are.
Maybe.
Maybe.
And
Sorry,
we
I
have
was muted. I'm
sound.
not ready yet.
Yeah, I'm not ready.
All right, everybody start singing. No.
What's up, everybody? Can you hear us? Audio check. Audio check. Let's check all the things.
Hello.
You know the usual stuff.
This is my voice.
I'm not a robot. Happy birthday to you.
Can we start that?
Just
been like trying
Who sounds
I feel like we
like
need
we're
to be
ghost,
coordinated
ghost
here.
robot? Happy. Oh my gosh.
This ought to be a good sound check. Just a quick.
That's great. Nice. Thank you. I suppose they can hear us.
Yes.
Cool. I'm like 3 weeks. I just jinxed it, but I'm like 3 weeks in, like no audio mistakes. I'm like,
You can't say these things.
totally like no. I'm gonna flaunt it, man. I'm psyched.
Hey, we'll give you a pass. It's your birthday. Even if you do.
Thank you. No, the hall pass.
No, we won't. Some of us will.
Okay. Let's see. All right. Everything appears to be working. Nobody has shouted that they can't hear us. That's good news. We got some feedback, actually last night, that my volume, in particular, mine has been like too low versus everybody else. So I'm curious before we kind of get into anything, like how does that sound to everyone else? Because you guys are the judges. So chat, how's my audio volume versus somebody else talk? So we say something.
Hello, my name is
Hello.
Kins. I am a druid.
Hello.
something fluid.
Something. Half elf, something.
Half elf,
Shapeshifting
orphan,
is
shapeshift, and that is
Shapeshifted.
fluid.
That's it.
No, Zira's crazy.
No.
Hey.
Yeah, but every like it's not like I wasn't listening to Zero. I was like turning it up a little bit each week,
But,
trying to like
Zero's
find
not enough.
but not enough apparently. See, there you go. Spooky's all like, I'm too
Yeah.
soft spoken. All right, we'll go a little bit more. Okay, otherwise you're gonna start hearing me breathing. It's gonna be really weird.
That's what they all want.
Okay, welcome everybody. We are the D&D the Bad Plans D&D crew. We play D&D as a crew, and we're called Bad Plans. My name is Jay.
Dance group.
Dance crew.
We're a dance crew. We do break
Sometimes we
dancing
sing.
on Saturday nights at the after show. Head spins, windmills, the whole nine. It's awesome. I'm the Dungeon Master. This is episode 16, if you can believe it, of The Long Death, our incredibly awesome D&D campaign. We're live here every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Central. And if you miss an episode, please go check us out on YouTube. You can watch all the way back to episode 1 and future all the way to episode 1,000,000. And if you're not subscribed over there, hit the subscribe button. It's free. You can do it. It's awesome. And if you're not following us here on Twitch, we are a brand new channel, and we appreciate every single one of you, especially you guys who have been here since the beginning. We love the community. Thank you so much for all of your help and support. You guys are awesome. Belarissa, tell them about our merch.
What? We have merch, guys.
Merch.
If you have not checked it out, go check it out. We've got 3 designs, I think, maybe 4, and you can get them in tank tops and baby onesies, because you all have babies that need onesies. And
What?
yes,
I know we had onesies.
have you not bought a baby onesie yet?
I was gonna say, who had a baby in the last month? Anyone? Anyone?
This is actually me.
Anyway,
All right, someone hit the merch
Check it
tab
out.
so that Thorkim can find our merch.
I like how
Bad Plans.
Bellarissa's the merch guy, and she's like, maybe 4? I don't know, like... we have some amount of shirts.
I made them. I don't
I was
remember
gonna say,
them.
you may have
You
designed
literally
them all.
made them. You created them. But I respect that. I wouldn't have remembered either. But what else we got going on? You guys got any big streams going on this week? How's Wizard PhD doing, Lynette?
Wizard PhD is great. It's been busy. It's been E3, all these summer games things, demos galore. Like I've just been, playing games that I don't have time to fully play. So it's been a lot of fun.
Nice.
Top game of E3. What was it? Like, I didn't watch anything.
Okay, so I'm like super into indie games. Like I'm
Okay.
somewhat disappointed. I've been holding out for Breath of the Wild 2. information, but of course,
Didn't they
you know,
just
COVID,
make that? They made the Heroes of the Calamity, right? Does that
Yeah,
not
it's-
count? I mean, that's a prequel.
it's not
but-
quite. It's not an open world, so
Oh.
I was honestly a little disappointed by that one. It's fine. It's fine. It's like in that same like time frame,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know. Jeff, you also watched some stuff. Did you see anything of interest? The Xbox one was
Halo.
really exciting.
Oh, Halo. Okay.
Halo Infinite.
Ooh, are you gonna play Halo with me, Jeff?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hey.
I feel like
We can
Thorcom.
stream it. It'll be terrible.
Is it going to be multi-platform or is it just Xbox?
That's a good
I
question.
think I
Crossplay.
I think so.
All
I
right.
think they said crossplay.
Yep.
Don't
Awesome.
quote me.
Cosplay?
No, we just got it
What were we
from
saying, Jay?
Kins.
I was saying that your camera looks pretty good today. It's like everybody's. I don't know. Maybe I just missed you guys, but everybody's cameras look really dialed in. So
No, but we were in like real life with people last night from the Next Level crew. So we got to be with them when their Kickstarter counted down to 0, which was just cool.
that was awesome.
Fancy.
And quite a few of their DMs and then some of their teams. So yeah, that was fun. Excited for those guys, and now the work starts. So they were this like mix of really excited and kind of like the eyes like, what have we done? Now we have to go write this really great book that we said. So I mean, they're excited, but yeah, that was cool.
Okay.
They said we might be seeing some of them coming up.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. They were $2,000 ish away from hitting 100,000, and their goal was 15,000. And I attribute all of that success to you guys, to this community, to this. I know that, you guys.
We were the first supporters, man.
We were
yeah.
we were the first supporters of it. I think we really, we should celebrate that. That was awesome.
That's right.
All right, recap time. As Ziggy cries in the background. After a long day's travel through the twisting sandstone canyons known as the Thorn Valley, you've arrived on the south side of the hills and were met with the awe-inspiring sight of the Steel Sands Desert. Great flowing hills of bone-white sand that shift and sway in a relentless eastern wind. A barren land, but far from featureless, with plateaus of multicolored rock, deep ravines, and the ruined fascia of ancient and fractured structures. There's a unique beauty to it all, but you know that terrible dangers lie out there amongst the shifting sands, for somewhere out there waits the Tinker, the man you were sent here to stop. As you stare out over the rolling white sand hills, you recall Mortimer's note. Caution, he advised. Explore, learn the land, find allies. Storming up to the front door of the ziggurat is unwise, he claimed. Will you heed his warning? Or will you tread forward, singularly focused on your goal? That choice is yet before you. Also before you is what seems in the distance to be a caravan of wagons, carefully parked in a circle as to break the eastern wind. They seem welcoming as a hunched man makes an effort to stand tall and extends a waving hand in your direction. There's the smell of some delicious stew emanating from a cooking pot. The wind seems to be dying down just a bit as the sun sets and the mixed light of the early evening casts a brilliant glow over the desert. You can hear coyotes on the hunt. You can hear the distant call of a desert owl. From the camp, a well-tuned lute plays an unknown tune over the din of a crackling campfire. As you walk, several figures from the camp have also noticed you approaching and stand up, all looking in your direction, waiting. So, what's the plan?
Are my animals still alive? I missed the end of that fight.
I don't see why not.
Sweet.
I'm muted. Isn't one like petrified?
I was gonna say I'm not sure the pig
Oh
made
no,
it.
I
the
don't-
pig did not make it.
Wait,
No.
but did he turn into a statue, or do I
Yeah,
have
I'm
a
pretty sure.
statue of
You're
Pumbaa?
gonna
Yeah.
carry Pumbaa around.
He went into the hole and never came back out. So
I think he got petrified and then smushed or something.
Okay.
But is it
But
Daryl
Fred-
or Fred?
Fred.
Which one?
It's definitely
yeah.
Fred.
He's
Fred.
fine.
Fred is with you.
Okay.
not scary at all to these people in the desert. I'm walking in the back. I have slowly moved back in the pack, letting Belrissa and Jeshi move up.
Yeah.
I noticed Vinny moving back, and I'm just like, yeah.
So
Also-
I don't recognize the song.
No, you wouldn't
It's just-
recognize the song.
It's a new song.
It's definitely a new
I'm
song.
interested.
You recognize the instrument. It's a stringed, what you assume is a lute, or some guitar like stringed instrument. And yeah, no, you don't recognize this tune.
Hey, Belrissa, hey. If we make friends with these people, we should invite them to play at the Savior.
It's a great idea.
And teach Sparrow. They are
Maybe
better
he
than
needs some
Sparrow.
help. Yeah.
Yeah, way better.
Yeah.
Can
Vinny,
we
can
say
I have
hi?
Gotta break
They're
that to
looking
him.
at us.
Hi. Hey. Hey. How's it going?
Hello.
The hunched man, he again makes an effort to stand up, and he waves and then hands together, kind of bows in your direction.
They look friendly guys. I think we should go chat with them. Yeah? Vin, don't kill them.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I mean,
Unless they need it, but they
it's kind of lonely in the desert, so I would be
That
fine like
stew
staying with
smells
them.
so good.
I
Maybe
wasn't
we
gonna
can-
mention the stew, but yeah, we're in the stew.
Maybe we can eat some.
I'm gonna try to
hungry.
ease into it.
don't
I'm gonna do
just
my
like
best.
don't,
been
don't
flying
just
y'all
like go
around all
there and say,
day.
"Hey, can I have stew, please?" Like that shouldn't be the opener.
That's
No,
all I can think
I'm
about
gonna.
now.
I'm just gonna
Don't.
stand back behind y'all. If you need me, just let me know.
So
Okay.
just everyone's behind us.
Yes, we're just a pack of 4 people just
No, I'll
clumped
walk
up
up. I'll
behind you.
walk up with y'all. I just
think
won't
I'm
speak.
still
I
on
just won't
Leonard.
speak.
You
I'm pretty sure I'm still on Leonard.
Wait,
you are
Leonard's still
still on,
alive?
on a camel.
I'll get
No.
off of Leonard.
No, Leonard
and
died.
walk with him.
Dude,
Oh,
Leonard
no,
got
you're
eaten
right. Yes,
by
Leonard.
the
He fully
basilisk.
died?
Dead alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got eaten by the basilisk.
Okay.
The big one, the mama one,
I'm
not the little one. Yeah,
I would hope so. Yeah, he was a big guy.
He got stopped. Yeah.
yeah, he got stomped. Yeah.
All right, good.
All right.
So we'll just walk.
We'll walk up. Tell
I'll
Fred
walk
to
with you.
look not so intimidating.
Okay. So as you
Easy, Fred.
As you get kind of within the towards the perimeter of the camp, you're kind of approaching from the open side of the caravan where the wagons are sort of a half circle, blocking the wind there. And as you approach the man who has clearly been sort of waiting for you, there's a few other people. There, I would say you probably see maybe eight other people just kind of milling around. Some of them are super casual. There's one person who's tending to the food. One person playing music, just kind of smiling, drinking something. There's a couple of kids running around, but there's also a couple of what look to be human males who are, kind of not aggressively, but are clearly kind of watching you guys to see what's going to happen here. And everybody seems to be kind of waiting for this one man, this older fellow, to say or do something. And as you approach, he does. And he reaches up an arm and he says, "Please, come. You are welcome here."
Great, thank you. Smells good, by the way.
You hear that? They say it smells good. And he looks back
Not
in your
that
direction.
I don't necessarily want any. I just
And he
Anyway.
kind of smiles at you. He smiles at you and he says, "Do not worry. It is ours to share. Please come, sit. You look tired. You may rest here."
Thank you. Man, we ran into like the biggest like sand statue monster thing back there. That was something else. Have you guys seen one of those?
He kind of chuckles.
Statue
a little,
monster.
little bit. He says,
He turned people into statues.
he says, no, I've not seen anything like that. But then again, nobody's come out of those hills in, well, a great many years.
I wonder if that was why. The statue.
And
monster.
he kind of walks over and this guy is clearly older. He's probably in his, in human years, probably 60s or maybe even a bit older than that. He seems to walk with a bit of a crick in his back. You know, he's kind of bent over a little bit, and he says, "Yes, so please, there are seats. Make yourselves comfortable. My name is Saban, and we are the Bali. We welcome you, as we do to all who are not known to us. Please, come." And he walks over to there's a person sort of stirring what looks to be a big, delicious pot of stew. And he says something in a language that you don't recognize. And he looks over and he "Are you hungry? Would anyone like some of this?"
Yeah, I think I have a bowl here somewhere.
Please, you are our guests. We have everything. Just
I'm
relax.
Jeshi, by the way.
It's very nice to meet
It's
you.
really nice to meet you. You said the Bali? Is this your family?
You could say that, yes. The Bali are... we are all Bali. We are those who walk the desert.
Oh.
So
Like end to end?
That's... perhaps, yes. I've walked end to end of the desert many times in my life, and I will do it many more if luck is with me.
So do you live on the move, or do you have a home base?
The sand is our home, the hills and the wind. We move always, never in one place for too long. Till perhaps recently, but that's we are always moving. That is our way.
We recently moved.
You must have moved
Yeah.
quite far to come from. Where did you come from, anyway? The city to.
Oh my gosh.
This path, this road you've taken is not how you say passable. Now, no one comes this way. No one even thinks to come this way.
Well, okay. So
The short,
you know
the
how
short
it,
version, Jeshi, the short version.
oh, short version. Yeah, this is the short version. You know how if you look this way and it's just like desert, boom, it's
Yes.
everywhere.
Of course. Yeah.
So I don't know if you've ever been to the ocean, but we now live in Portsmouth, and it's basically the same. It's like if you look out, it's just like water.
At this point, as
So
you're
we're
talking, another man has come and started sort of distributing bowls of stew to anybody who wants some.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
I will be unable to talk for a few minutes.
The story just kind of stops as Jeshi just gets totally distracted by this stew. It's definitely very, very good. It's very spicy. It's definitely a, I would say, for all of you, none of you have been in this region before, down the south of the continent. The spices and just the general kind of cooking style in general is new. These are new flavors, and they're delicious. You have no idea what's in it or what it is, but it's really good. Unless one of you doesn't like good food for some reason, and then in which case it's not. But
Vin.
I mean, I'm not eating. As I walk into the light, though, I'm keeping an eye on their reactions. Any reactions to me are 14.
make a perception
Just
check.
ready, beady red eyes.
The red eyes.
I've
Scan.
toned down the red eyes.
The
Unless
missile
one of
thing
them-
has opened up in the back, like Johnny 5, you know? The laser
11.
eyes. 11. Okay.
11 perception.
Yeah, so it's not hard for you to tell that the two men who look to be guards, perhaps, they're a little bit on edge, and they're sort of darting between you and 14 quite often. And as that's happening, Saban, he looks over. He doesn't address you, Vin. He actually addresses Thorcum and whoever else is standing kind of in that general area. And he says, "Do not mind my guards. They are paid well to be suspicious. But It is not common for us to see men of metal walking, at least those who do not belong to him.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about him. He is pretty harmless. He did kill some things, but it was on purpose.
In self-defense.
I think he's talking about another him, Jesse.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, he's a ghost robot.
Anyway, this is mine. And this is sort of alive?
Mostly alive.
Are you on your way to visit the Tinker?
Not visit.
You
he
know the
has something
Tinker?
in mind.
Do I know? No, I do not know this person.
But you know of the Tinker.
Sure, yes.
What?
There's no one here in these lands who do not know of this man.
What? What's he like? Is he a good guy, bad guy?
That is a
Kind of
matter of
bad guy.
perspective, I suppose. Yeah. He has made some people here very rich. He's come with how do you say? It's difficult to explain. My people, the Bali, and all of us who walk the desert, we collect, we search for what is old, what was once here, and has been covered by the sands, and uncovered, and covered again. It is our way. We search old ruins. We try to find things that tell the story of the past. When this man come to the desert, he starts offering great wealth in exchange for things that we already have. So, of course, many find this very good.
What did he buy from you?
Well, he does not buy from us. We trade at Catel's Oasis. Is sort of the main hub for, well, any kind of trade. It is where the Bali go to bring what we find and exchange for other things that we might need to, food, clothing, tools. And Catel's people, they begin offering suddenly much more for things, things like that. And he references Vinadil. And this one as well. Anything of metal, of pieces of old technology. Many of these things we can find in the ruins of old, if you know where to look, and the Bali do. So he pay handsomely for things like this. Yeah. If you want to sell him,
I mean, he's alive. He's a person. They're alive, not just scraps of metal.
Kind of like doesn't seem to fundamentally understand what you mean by that. But he kind of just doesn't say
14's
anything.
not. I'm kind of interested. Is there anything that you're looking for out here? You said you uncovered the past. Jesse, show him the coin.
Oh yeah.
Between bites.
Look at this.
Is that
That's
the
kinda
coin?
cool,
The
huh?
coin from the canyon.
Yeah, with the serpent.
And he looks at it, and he actually reaches into his robe and he pulls out sort of a small cylinder of metal with a glass lens, and he holds it up to his eye, and his eye sort of gets it's
Whoa.
a little eyeglass, and he looks at it and he says, "Oh, this is very common. This is a Thulesh coin. Where do you find this?"
Oh, on a skeleton.
I suppose that's not surprising in this day, but this thing is many ruins of the Thulesh are here in the desert, and this is not an uncommon thing to find. Many would trade for these. Many keep them as trinkets. How you say, souvenir, perhaps.
Okay, so they're not like bad luck, cursed coins or anything, right?
Ooh, do I believe him?
Make an insight check.
Ooh, 19.
19. Yeah, he's like he doesn't seem like interested or impressed or even like remotely like he sees these all the time. That's kind of the vibe you get. And he looks at Bilrus and he says, No. This is old superstition. The Tulesh were prevalent in this area a long time ago. But now they haven't been here in, well, a very, very, very long time. The coins are safe. We
Okay.
trade them all the time.
Okay.
So they didn't make the robots. The robot metal that you find, it's not them. Or is
That's
it?
going to be my question was like, would we know that? Would we know why there are robot bodies sitting around other than just people used to have them and then when the people died, the robots just kind of withered away or something? Or
No.
we wouldn't know?
This is
Okay.
probably very confusing to all of your characters. Like, none of you are really familiar with this part of the world, particularly in the post-plague era. So this is a lot of this is very new to you guys. Even if you'd studied history, I mean, you all are generally familiar with the Tulesh, who were this, this ancient civilization who used to inhabit, predate the dwarves, predate the colonies and the cities that eventually came to take over the current continent that you guys are on. The Tulesh used to sort of be everywhere, and they were kind of this mega advanced civilization a long, long time ago, and they're long since gone. But the coins, you've come across a handful of ruins, as well as the mysterious artifact that is still clinking around in 14's chest compartment. The ruins that you came across on that island, these are all from the Tulesh. But no, you would be a little bit confused probably about anything else he's talking about. You're not confused, just, unlearned.
Yeah.
Thorcum, aren't the robots like from your neck of the woods? Do you know why there's so many robot bodies out here?
No. Also, if you're talking about this, and I kind of nod over to Vin, I was like, I have no idea who made that.
He also, I would say through the conversation too, the implication was not necessarily that there are these complete robot bodies in these ruins. It was more like pieces and
Scrap
parts
metal.
and scrap
Yeah.
metal. Yeah,
Okay.
Like
Not just robots everywhere.
yeah, there's not like complete robots
There's an
that they're just
assembly
digging
line.
out of the
Assembly
sand.
lines.
Abandoned.
Yeah,
We gotta find the factory, guys.
right.
It was
And
Ford.
and you actually recall when you fought that sort of that sort of mysterious robot who attacked you at the gates of Stillgate. He was made up of like mishmash of literally like random pieces of metal and like, imagine like an armor. Like imagine like, when Tony Stark makes his first Iron Man suit in the movies, like literally taking pieces of old like, random stuff and hammering it out. Like that's kind of what it looked like. And that's that is what he's kind of implying, is that they're sort of scrappers, right? They go around and they find old stuff and they trade them at this kind of main hub known as Catel's Oasis.
So have you run across one of these finished products?
Like alive?
Is that why you have to have guards? Like, have you been attacked by one of these robots, or are you attacked by other, bandits? I assume the Bali don't attack you.
The Bali, no, of course not. We, think about an answer for a sec. He kind of sits there and he's taking a couple bites of his stew, which he's close to finishing at this point. And he says, The roads are not as they once were. There are new dangers, which the Bali are accustomed to. It takes many months to walk from one end of the desert to the other, and by the time you get back, often many times things have changed. That is not new to us, but this time things become more difficult. Some of the most that has been in my lifetime. I have guards with me to protect my family, my son Eli, my granddaughter, Gabby. It is not as safe as it once was to walk the desert, and there is much. I forget you've not familiar with these parts.
So are we talking like sand monster thingies or like undead thingies?
He starts coughing a little bit, and his son, who's probably a human in his 30s or so, walks over and he hands him a cup of something, and thank you,
Are you sick? Because I'm actually pretty good at like healing, if you can believe it.
The Bali do not get sick. I am simply old.
Oh.
There are he like kind of sits up a little taller, he's like trying to, I'm fine, that kind of thing. And he says, the Tinker came maybe 2 years ago and started, as I say, trading much for what we had. But the longer he's here, the more he has spread across the desert. His machines, he sends them out to do the job of what we, the Bali, once did. They will dig, and but not like Bali, they will make a mess, they will break, they will not respect that which once was. They simply dig. And as they have come further and further, it has been dangerous for us to go near them. With every moon that passes, there's less places we can go. This has disturbed many things. The scrub hawks in the south, the swift sand centaurs, they cannot ride as they once did. And now, perhaps most dangerous of all is Lazanax. A great blue dragon has come to the north of the desert and has claimed the territories for his own and essentially cut off, a great part of the road we once traveled. So, and he kind of looks around. Go ahead.
Do we know about a dragon? Like, thinking back through history, like, have we heard anything about a dragon in Great Haven? No? Okay. What the crap?
We are in the north of the desert, right?
You're in the northeast corner. Yeah.
Okay.
And he kind of looks around and he says, actually, we do not normally come this far to the east and the north, but as things are becoming more difficult for us, we are discovering new things, and perhaps if I'd not, we'd not meet you. So I think this was meant to be. Yeah.
I agree.
Do you have any maps that you could trade? Since we don't know this area.
Or perhaps we could travel with you for a time? Do you happen to be heading back to the south?
And he looks at you and he says, may I ask, where is it you are trying to go? As I say, it's very difficult to go.
Yeah, the oasis you mentioned is, I believe, was on our path, and so that would be. I don't know if it's time for you to make another trip there. We're not in an extreme hurry. If you needed to make another stop, but we are, as you might tell, adventurers of a sort. We've run across one of these wayward robots ourselves, and I could see how they could be troublesome, even dangerous to young ones like that. I point to the children, but we dispatched it, and we're here exploring. As you said, no one's come south of Stillgate in many, many years, and we're kind of looking to change that potentially.
He gets up for the first time in a while, and he kind of like hobbles over a little bit, and he just reaches up an arm, and he kind of like just like runs his arm across your arm, and he like reaches up and he kind of grabs your chin, like and he's just kind of looking at you, and he looks over at you, Thorcom, and he says, "How do you make it do this? Talk like that?"
Nope, it's not him.
And he kind of
kind
of like,
I told you, he's alive. He's our friend.
he seems
We've
genuinely
only met.
confused. And he walks over to 14, and he like, "This one too, huh?"
That one's mine. Vinny's not. This one has the soul of our friend.
It wasn't on purpose. It was some other person.
So we only just met, and maybe for one night we just eat and enjoy some good music, and
He
the
just
road
kind
is
of
long and plenty of time for stories, right?
he just kind of smiles, and he says, "My entire life wandering, discovering the Bali way, and I never see something like this.
Yeah,
This is why the
I've been
Bali
in-
exists, to discover, to learn."
I've been in other places and I haven't seen this one either. But like, I don't know if it's true here too, but you know how like people have been dying, but they like come back? Does that happen to you?
You speak of the dry walkers. Oh yes, big problem here. Another reason we have, protection.
Yeah, so like, imagine if they came back, but instead they were just like, and I gesture to Vin.
Well, they don't come back as robots. Some of them.
It's hard to tell.
Right, so we're getting to know each other well on the first night. Sit down, everybody. Might as well sit down and eat your stew.
Oh, I'm sitting.
Yeah, like I feel bad. This old guy's just standing here talking to us.
Ben. You should
Yeah,
join
we'll
us.
just sit around the
You guys
fire.
are all sitting,
Yeah,
So
yeah.
is there any more
It's-
stew?
We
Yep, there's plenty of stew, and
Gosh,
one
my
of
eyes are watering.
one of the guys has started passing around a wine skin. It's very inviting. I mean, the Bali are clearly, they're super welcoming. Nobody, even after kind of the awkward discovering what Vinadil is. Saban seems just as friendly as he was. He's just inquisitive, curious. But seems like a genuinely nice guy. Wineskins getting passed around. Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, if they're up for it, then let's sit down, and I'll reference. We don't have to actually play it all out and just go back over the last 15
Yes, we
episodes. But yeah,
Let's put on a
It's like-
dramatic play.
Well, that's
We can
right.
act it out,
Dramatic.
actually.
Storm
A performance.
Giant tree, biggest
But-
tree you've ever seen.
But yeah, I mean, these seem to be a people that might be interested in a fun story, and maybe they think it's just a story, but let's take some time over some wine and food, and we'll tell them a little story. And part of that will be highlighting the fact that some of us have been around since before the world changed, and some magic that has been long dead seems to be coming back again. And not every person that dies comes back as a husk, but some come back as spirits that can be potentially saved. But so that I'll explain what I am, whether they believe it or not. I don't say anything about the Tinker other than we have heard of him, because everyone who comes to the south has heard of him. And we are here because what's that?
Thanks, Benny.
Yeah, but we had heard of a city, a large city full of humans and others to the south. while we were on the ocean, and so we were very curious. But we also knew we needed to. We couldn't make it all the way there, so this oasis was something we were looking for as well. So I understand none of that's true because we didn't know there was an oasis. So I'm completely just going with the flow here and saying yes, the oasis, that was it. But then the city to the south is real too. So anyway, that's kind of the story. Highlight the island, highlight magic returning.
Sure.
Why I'm a ghost robot, and we're kind of an exploratory mission from the north.
Explain. Say that part.
Yeah, I want to know how you explain that part.
Why are you a ghost robot?
I glance over that as quickly as no.
Okay.
No. Just like what I said. Not all who die come back as undead. Some come back as spirits, and some of those spirits can be saved, as has happened with me in this particular form. So, and if he asks questions, we'll see. But like, I'm not gonna just start tossing out answers. I'll just let him.
Whenever the topic of like spirits or the dead comes up, he seems to get a little bit less. He's generally very inquisitive. You know, he seems to want to ask a lot of questions, and he's very curious. But he seems to be a little bit more reserved when it comes to questions about that. Seems like he's probably a spiritual guy, and just seems to nod and be respectful, and doesn't ask. He actually doesn't ask a lot of questions. He kind of just takes your word for it, and you know, this guy's been around, you know, a while. He just kind of nods, and he's seen it all, kind of reaction, you know.
So we'll finish with the retelling, and we can go a little bit bigger here of the battle with the giant bullet. And if they haven't seen one, a warning that if the ground rumbles and a creature jumps out of it, don't look into their eyes, because it can petrify you and turn you to stone.
Yeah.
So. Yeah,
he says there's a pretty good reason why people don't go north. And it's not just Stillgate, you know, it's that the mountains are dangerous. There are creatures, there are monsters, there are the undead. It's just kind of, you know, the safety, the relative safety of the desert that the Bali are used to is it's just way out of their sort of zone of comfort and safety, and they're not warriors, you know, really. They just don't really, nobody goes that way, and so he's not really surprised. He's just kind of like, yeah, that's why we don't go in the mountains. So not surprised to hear that.
And hills are rough too. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's all this climbing.
This dragon has an axe. What's its deal? Why is it here? Did you see it? Have you seen it?
I have not seen it, no. Lazanax, as he will tell everyone who, if you're lucky enough to walk out of an encounter with this thing, he will tell you that he is now the ruler of the desert, and it is his territory, and he came maybe 2 months ago, and there is a road, a north road, that we would take from, and he kind of references over, and you can kind of see that you're kind of on, you know, the sands. There's not really like a literal road, but there's a pathway that kind of cuts between, you know, the canyons and everything. He kind of references towards the west, and he says, this road will take you maybe 2.5, 3 weeks if the weather is on your side, all the way to the river. The river you can take then south all the way to the sea. It's fastest way to travel. Except now that this dragon comes, he claims all the territory in the north. You travel this way, he patrols the skies, and many Bali do not come back when they go this way. Let me say that only. Some say that he will always leave one alive to tell the story of his nobility and his majesty and so on. And he is very, very dangerous, and he has made it even more difficult for the Bali to move around and to live. To the south, you have the Tinker, spreading the influence with his machines and his things there. And the tribes from the South Desert, they, like Bali, cannot move the way they once did, and they are aggravated, aggressive. They, between the Tinker and Lazanex.
You're between a hammer and anvil. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. So, I do not know much about this dragon other than those who confront him often do not return. That's why
You
we
know
don't
where he
go this
came
way.
from? Where did he come from?
Nobody knows that. Maybe
It's not part of his noble story.
his noble story is he is now the majestic ruler of the Blue Sands, as he calls the desert. He renames desert for himself. He's ridiculous. And he is just a vain, arrogant creature. And if you do not that I have spoken or seen this thing myself, but many tell stories at the Oasis. Cattell maybe is the only one who's ever spoken face to face with this Lazanex and lived to tell the tale of it.
So Cattell is a person who also runs the Oasis?
Yes, Cattell is. She is very strong, probably strongest in the desert. Very good. Protects the whole area, and many of the Bali are now refugees who have nowhere else to go, as these things are closing in, and Cattell has been very good. As life has slowly changed for us, she has been one thing we can count on to not be turning away my people.
How big is this dragon?
He hasn't seen it.
Have you heard?
Really tiny.
Baby dragon.
Somebody else around the fire speaks up and kind of tells this tale about how, like, it's the biggest dragon that's ever, flown the skies, and it's like these ridiculous tall tales of, and you can tell that the way the stories are being told are like what the dragon has kind of described itself as. But as you're listening to these descriptions, you can kind of tell that nobody here has actually seen it or really knows. But it does seem legitimate that, it has been terrorizing and sort of indiscriminately attacking caravans and killing and
So what
they're
route
legitimately afraid of it.
do you like taking to get to the Oasis? Do you edge to the south, like more towards the Tinkerer and the robot people, or do you try to sneak by the dragon?
He gets a little quiet when you ask that. And he takes a little longer than normal to respond, like it's something that's kind of been on his mind. And he speaks up and he says, we have not been back to the Oasis in some time. I am worried for my family, and I do not know which way to go. We have been camped here actually for maybe 1 week now. And,
I kind of feel like you should go south because the robots can't fly.
there are
Like, that's always been my biggest thing. I've thought about fighting dragons, for most of my life, and I feel like I wouldn't be nearly as scared of them if they couldn't just, like, fly away from me. They could, like, pick me up and, like, then just, like, fly super high and drop me. I'm not into that.
He seems to kind of just nod silently, like he's agreeing with you. Like he's like, yeah. That sounds terrible. I don't want to. But he make an insights check, Jesse, as you're talking to him, or anybody else who's paying attention can too if they want.
Oh my lord.
Another 19. Two 19s.
Yeah, he seems very conflicted. He's clearly the leader of this caravan, or at least the de facto leader, and everybody seems to kind of look to him for guidance on where they should go and what they should do. And as you asked that question, a lot of the other people kind of looked up like they were curious what he was going to say, right? Like it's been a thing. And he clearly is super conflicted and doesn't know what to do, because as he's described it, both of these ways to go are dangerous. He also describes kind of, you get the idea as you've been talking to him throughout the night, that you've got this sort of southern road. The oasis is sort of in the middle of the desert, maybe a week and a half-ish kind of hike from where you are. It's a pretty big desert. It's about 3 weeks to get all the way across from east to west. At the southern side of the desert, there's more mountains, and on the south side of those mountains is the ocean. And he talks about a city down there known as Port Saurus, is the city south of the mountains below the desert. But there's no way to get there from here. You would have to go basically the river to the west. You can sail south all the way to the sea and then sail kind of around the south side of the mountain range. But there's no way to walk basically from here down there, unless you want to climb through the mountains or whatever. But he says, so there's kind of the northern road where the dragon has claimed the territory. There's the southern area, which is being he kind of describes how as the Tinker's influence has grown and he's created more and more of these constructs, that they've been fanning further and further out from his area and have been just sort of like plundering these old temples and excavating these sites, and anybody who goes near them gets attacked. Like they're very aggressive. They defend their positions sort of indiscriminately, and that's why it's almost as dangerous as the dragon, because they can't trust that they're not going to be attacked by these things. Also, you can literally just walk through the desert like straight, and he refers to that as the deep dunes. And the deep dunes are difficult to traverse and unpredictable. There are sandstorms, there are monsters, there are nomad spellcasters and kind of raiders out there. Like it's just kind of like this, kind of like no man's land almost, where you can go. He also mentions that there are like these, like some of the most, some of the best riches and potential treasures and things that are still unfound are in those areas. But nobody goes there, so.
Do you want to go back to the Oasis? Because I feel like, correct me if I'm wrong, do we want to go there? It kind of seems kind of nice. It'd be nice to go there. It's like a whole new city. My goodness.
I want to go to the Oasis.
Yeah.
They could have they have all sorts of stories and songs. And, yeah.
Like we could go together and like combine our powers.
I mean, if you're open to company, we're new to this area and would love a guide. Obviously, if anything comes, we would gladly lend our blades to defend your caravan.
Yeah,
But,
which way do you want to go, Vin? Do you just want to go straight?
Yeah, definitely south.
South into the robot territory?
I don't
No,
know.
we'll get to the
dunes
Oasis
sound
before
fun.
we get to the Oasis. Like before we get to the robots, we'll get to the Oasis. Like it's kind of in between us and them, so we might hit some people coming up.
No,
No,
he said
that's not what he
robots
said.
on the way to the Oasis.
Yeah, on the way. If you go south and the robots, you can go straight across, like straight kind of towards the Oasis.
So we're kind of on the northeast then, and
Yeah.
we've got to go south and around.
Like
Okay.
either around
I still choose south.
north, or through.
I have no desire to see a dragon. I mean,
Yeah, but we could go through the dunes.
Yeah.
I'd choose the dunes.
Then
mean,
we'll
I
go
would
to
let-
dunes.
I would let this man and his family choose.
I'm
Like,
not-
there's a reason they don't
have
go
to come
through.
with
I'm
us.
sorry. You want to go
Wait.
through the dunes?
Okay, yeah, wait,
with the
Kins.
raiders and the storms and stuff.
Treasure.
You know how
treasure.
you
You think I
told
can
me?
control storms? I can just control a cloud. That's it.
You
That was a
told me
pretty big
once
storm you controlled.
that you can, if you see something, you like can shapeshift into it. Do you think you could be a dragon?
Can you do that?
I mean, I could be a bigger airplane, I guess. I don't know. Would that be a bigger airplane?
But like,
we'll see, Joshi.
Dragon.
Why don't we get a night's sleep first, and we can figure this out in the morning? Because, but I,
Right. So Saban, do you wanna come with us?
do you-
And, like, go to the Oasis together? Like, is that a thing you guys are interested in?
Make a persuasion check.
Okay.
You're asking him to go through the dunes with us into terror.
I'm just asking for right now
just
for us
to-
to travel with us.
he wants to go to the Oasis. He just said so. His family's there. He misses
No,
that.
but I'm asking if you
I'm
want to go
saying
with
out of
us.
character. Yeah. Okay.
11.
He he looks at you and he kind of says like, he basically says like he's thankful for the offer, but he has no idea who you are, you know, and he's not going to. I mean, he looks over at his probably 8-year-old granddaughter, and he looks over at Vinadil specifically, and he kind of just says like, you know, he literally is like very, very thankful for the offer, but he doesn't seem to trust you guys enough to risk that.
He knows you're a murder robot.
Yeah.
His
Somebody-
eyes glow red
Legend.
suddenly.
Is your plan just to stay here? I don't think that's gonna work. You need to get back at some point. When
Let him go.
we
Let
when
him
we
go his
get
way.
there, do you want us to check on someone for you if we arrive before you do, or give them a message potentially?
He says, my family is here. The Bali are my people, our people. And if you can... If... He seems to be considering, and he says, we will know. If the time is right for us to move again, we will know. But I appreciate this offer. If your intention is to go to the Oasis, we will provide you food and water if you need, and we will help you do this. But we will stay. We've lost too many already.
Okay.
Is there anything I can give you for that? And do you have any tents to protect us from the sun?
He says, make a persuasion check, just to like see how he.
This
how
should
he
go
takes
well.
that. With
Oh,
your-
man, Dorcam.
Hey, it's a
Come
simple
on,
question.
Dorcam, you got it.
It's a simple
you got
question.
it.
No,
Oh,
don't.
that was close to it.
What was it?
Give me one of your tents.
3.
It was a
See?
3.
It was a 3. Okay.
No one else
yeah.
helped me.
No, he says no. This is not the Bali way. We help any who travel across the desert and wish to move around and walk the sands. We give. We do not trade for these things. So he's not like offended by. He just is just not interested in the offer. And he reaches. He kind of like references to one of the other people in the camp, and they go over and pull out what look to be a bunch of bedrolls. There's no tents, but they do have some spare bedrolls that they offer you guys, and say, hey, you're welcome to sleep here tonight, and welcome to stay as long as you want. I mean, they seem super hospitable and are in no hurry to get rid of you or anything like that. Or kind of just seems to be their culture and their way to just be super accepting and helpful.
I'm gonna finish my suit, put my ball down, say thanks, and then walk off a little bit away from the camp with 14.
Okay. Anybody else doing anything?
So are we calling it a night, guys?
I'm just looking at the fire.
I mean, I wanna keep talking to them just through the night, and I'd like to ask I think I'll pick the person who was serving us the stew, and eventually I will broach the topic with him about or her about what their favorite story is, exchanging stories, and I'll tell them the story, and see what they tell me back. We can do that off air.
Sure. Yeah, that's a cool idea. We can talk about that in Discord, and we can put a story together for the story you hear. It's generally consists of how the life of the Bali can range from incredibly what he sort of loosely describes as boring and uneventful to, you know, maybe once or twice in a lifetime they'll stumble upon like a literal like temple, like a sunken temple, you know, in the sands, and they get to sort of you know, excavate and explore and find these really interesting treasures and just learn about their history. He seems very passionate about the idea of discovery and learning about the past, you know. Less, you know, obviously there's interest in these sort of, you know, he kind of vaguely describes the treasures that they find, and obviously that helps for them to trade, but he's clearly more interested in just the journey and kind of like discovering the past, you know. And
Yeah. When he's done, or maybe beforehand in exchange, I have my book and I tell him the story that the trees told me on Thunderstone.
Oh, dude, they're so fascinated to hear your story. Like any of your story, like earlier when you were telling them the whole journey of like everyone in the camp was captivated to hear about life outside of the desert, you know, and just, I mean, these are things that just absolutely fascinate.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So flash cut. You know how a horse has 4 legs? This thing has 8 legs, and it was like kind of tiny, and then it was like big, and then it just like swam away. It's crazy.
Oh, the octopus.
Talking about the super octopus. Okay.
That's a different story. But yeah.
That's like 8 legs. What are we talking about?
I
It's just
know.
like-
it took a second.
like,
Yeah, Jesse's just in his own space,
No, when
just
Jay
telling
was
stories.
like, "Oh, they're super interested in what you're saying," I was like,
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
what popped in my mind.
I could picture Jessie being
The
like,
octopus.
yeah, with a captive audience, Jessie, you probably talk all night, you know, just telling them stories and exchanging, you know, different things, and yeah. All right.
All right, I'm gonna snuggle in with Fred and take an hour before I go to sleep to cast Find Familiar. And
Oh boy.
Bring little Ziggy back.
bring Zig back.
Is it Ziggy? Or is it
That's right.
It better be.
So you cast a spell, and you kind of look around, and you see that your bedroll, the one that you've laid out, kind of snuggled up against your giant dire wolf, Fred, in the final hours of his existence before he poofs away at dawn.
Just tell him what a good boy he is.
Yeah. The bedroll starts to sort of like move around, like suddenly something's inside of it. And sure enough, out crawls the naked cat, Ziggy. And he walks over, kind of just, you know, and as he gets out of the bedroll, you see on his back the big naked pink wings kind of stretch out, and he does that sort of like cat thing, you know, where he stretches like he's been sleeping, you know, and he kind of walks over and just kind of nuzzles his neck into you and just kind of collapses on you. He doesn't say anything, and you look at his face, and if you can picture this, his eyes are sunken, and kind of from the bottom of his ear kind of down his neck, there's what looks to be a pretty severe scar that's just kind of like on him, and he just somehow seems frail and weak, and uncharacteristically says nothing and just kind of collapses on you and falls asleep.
Tell him I'm sorry, buddy. And go to sleep.
All right. Vinadil, as the one in camp who doesn't sleep, how are you feeling right now? Like, what is this whole experience like for Vinadil? And as you look around and the camp starts to shut down and the music fades and the campfire begins to burn out, what are you thinking? How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I've been counting all the people as we've gone through, just trying to get a feel for how many folks are in these little traveling bands in case we run into one. I want to know, like, how many people there were, how many people have I kind of seen wander in and out over the time.
There's about 10 people here, but you hear,
Okay.
I mean, the Bali there's a lot of people, you know, they're
Right, lots of little groups, but okay.
Yeah, they're these nomadic sort of
Yeah,
groups
yeah.
Who just move around and
yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised by the reaction, you know, so it's sinking in more of really more understanding of what's happening and why Raikkonen might have sent us down here. But I'm just processing, like, where do we go? I mean, I've got whatever it is, 6 hours of alone time, so I'm going to be thinking about routes and risk assessments and sand in my joints and, you know, all those kind of things. I don't know what that feels like. I can imagine I'm like feeling little pieces of grit, like in between, you know, like little parts of my elbow and knee and stuff. But yeah, and just, you know, the normal wistfulness of watching people who sleep, and remembering what that the almost miracle of that, like, to be able to like close your eyes and then wake up, it's a new day, rather than just like watch
snoring
every
loudly and
Yeah.
with the acid reflux.
it's just watching every minute of the night
sleep
cross.
apnea
But
dwarf just happens.
I do look up. I mean, it's our first time in the desert, so it'll be interesting to see what the night sky is like and all those kind of things. So, but
It's
those kind of thoughts.
So the night passes and you all wake up in the morning, and similarly, you know, the camp is equally welcoming, and the wind is blowing a little stronger this morning as the desert has begun to heat up. You've already noticed that this is kind of a land of extremes. You know, when the sun was down, it got very cold very quickly, and as soon as the sun rises and starts to beat on the sand, it warms up incredibly, and you can tell that it's going to be a difficult journey for sure, as you kind of imagine yourself hiking across these dunes and these wastes, you know, for potentially weeks. Saban walks over and offers everybody a bit of breakfast that's being prepared, and he says, "You're welcome to stay as long as you need. Rest, recuperate yourselves." And he pulls out from a small satchel a crudely drawn map of the Steel Sands Desert, and he kind of looks at you, Thorcom, and he says, "We have this. It is not the Bali. We do not worry about where we are, only where we go next. It's not something we value to keep track of this stuff, but you can have this. I hope it helps you."
It will. I'll kind of take Vin to the side. You know that he's looking for me, right?
We're looking for him too.
I think we should travel alone for right now, just to not endanger other people. I get what we're trying to do,
Yeah.
but
No, that makes sense. But man, this oasis, it sounds like it might be a place to you know, potentially gain some of those allies that Raikkonen mentioned.
or get found out.
It's true.
Both.
I mean, I'm sure some of these folks are going to be siding with the Tinker because they like the life he's provided them. But it sounds like a number of them might be might be willing to turn against him.
The deep dunes is the best chance we have for not being seen. That's why I pick it. It may be dangerous.
I know. I agree. I was up all night trying to figure out like a different way we could go. I do not like the idea of going through the deep dunes, but I like both of the other ways less. A dragon is certain doom, and there's just too much unknown to the south. We can't find the Tinker before we're ready. Not if he's spread like this guy's saying. We have to approach him on our terms, not his.
Yes. And I'm gonna hand Vinny my shield. I'm gonna change some things. You can use this with the crossbow because you don't need to load it. It may help. And I'd like the musket back.
Yeah, I didn't even know how to use this thing. Here you go.
It's okay.
Have it back.
And I'm gonna re-infuse the musket, and then I'm gonna walk off and find Belrissa.
All right, I'm gonna spend just a little bit of the morning then. I'm sure I practiced with the shield while I was learning my fighter level. I am proficient with them, but it's been a while, so I'm going to spend some time, I guess, reacquainting myself with the shield.
Keep it up higher.
There you go. There you go, Jesse. You want to do some forms?
I walk up to Belrissa and is like, how do you cast your spells? What do you focus through?
What is it? I think I have. Oh, it's a necklace that I have right here.
Can I see it?
Yes.
As soon as I touch it, I infuse it.
Thinking.
And let me see. I will show you what I have given you. If I could find the features. Basically, it's going to give you +1 to all your spell attacks.
That's awesome.
And you can ignore cover with this.
Very cool.
But as soon as I find it, I'll let you know. So I'm trying to gear us out.
Thank you.
Because this is going to be rough.
Orkham's like Santa right now.
Kins and I are
really
third
Santa.
in line. We're third and fourth.
With your hands up.
I'm tapped out. I got
three.
I got 3.
Yeah, we eye your shield, Kins, and like
Clutch it harder.
really.
Make me more powerful. No.
Yeah, I need to find that spell. But that's really all I do in the morning, and other than tell Vin. And my vote is still the dunes. And flash cut to someone else.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, Kins. I think we could kill a dragon. How much
I know
bigger
you
could
say
it
that,
be than
but...
the eagle, really?
Okay, you have seen me as an eagle, right? I got punched out twice. I don't have as much confidence in my eagle form.
I don't think
Maybe I
dragons
should
can
listen
really
to Vin and
punch.
think about a different wild shape. I don't know.
A dragon wild shape.
Yeah,
Can
but I
we
can't just
do that?
turn into one.
Well, once you see it, right, you can be, and then you can be the Lord of the Sands.
I don't want to be Lord of the Sands. I have to take care of a tree.
Keeper, Lord of the Blue Sands.
You want me to just slowly claim all of the areas of this
I
world?
don't want you to, but I feel it is your destiny. Yeah.
Oh man, from
Are
orphan
any of us
to
hearing
master.
this conversation? Is this just the two of you? Maybe we're pretending not to. That's what it is. Like, just
It's my morning chat with Jessie over breakfast.
Also soup. Yeah.
The breakfast is soup.
Yeah, it's
Oh
just
man,
cold.
I love this spice. Don't you love this spice? It tastes so good.
Yeah, I mean it might even be spicy or cold. I'm like starting to sweat. I guess it could be the sun. I don't know.
I like the way it smells.
Wait,
Yeah.
the sun?
Is the sun rising right now? Yeah, the sun. Yeah. It smells like heat. No, so then I'm ready to just get with the group. Do I see Ziggy?
Yeah, I'm gonna nudge Ziggy. Ziggy, are you okay? You don't look quite as good as you usually do.
Hey, I'm fine. All right. Listen. Okay, I was gone for a little while, and now I'm back, and no, I'm not all right. I'm not all
Do
right.
I hear the voice? Do I hear his voice?
Are you, Belrissa? Are you near anybody when you first talked to him?
I mean, I'm not like trying to talk to him in private, so.
Yeah, you probably hear it then,
Close-ish.
Jesse.
Oh no. We really need to have a talk as a group about like just accepting death.
Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty soon it's gonna be half of us.
Hey, no. I think Ziggy's fine.
Ziggy,
We already have the Pokeballs already go away.
They come
Ziggy's
back.
It's
more
fine.
like your steed. Like Douglas doesn't die; he just goes away and then comes back.
It's a different
Exactly.
Don't
kind
even
of life.
bother. You're gonna give him a headache. He's gonna he's not gonna understand.
Do you know
Yeah.
Leonard and Douglas? Have you met them? I mean,
Who are you?
yesterday, obviously.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
wait,
I'm talking to
wait,
Ziggy.
wait, okay.
I'm talking to Ziggy.
Yeah, Ziggy.
Are you from the same place?
Do I know them?
Yeah.
Do you know what 1 + 1 equals?
Yes.
Do you?
You know how we know each other? Like
Do you
I know who you
know
are.
how much of a waste of my time this conversation is right now?
Like in numbers? I don't know.
Yes, a 10. That is the right answer. A 10. And you just kind of, my head is splitting in half right now, and just,
Do you want me to heal you?
I don't want you anywhere near me, if I can be perfectly honest.
Okay,
with
I turn around
the
and leave.
group here.
It might help.
No,
walking
no,
away.
he's gonna make it worse. I promise.
Where did you go?
Where did I go? You don't have any idea how your even powers work, do you? You are so new to this. I can't, you're that guy, and he looks over at Thorcom and he goes, he's right. Let me just say that he's right. When I die, as your mentally deficient friend over there says, I don't die. I go back to the boss. And the boss was not happy that you've not been accommodating his requests.
Oh.
And he took it out on me. And I don't much like it. And I don't like that I'm a part of this. But I like you. And I like helping you. I like protecting you. And I don't like what he's got to say about that.
Hey,
So you don't worry about it.
Did he tell you what his requests were? Because I really don't know.
Yeah, I don't think he's too happy about that either. In fact, I think that's a big part of why he's so upset. And probably the longer you go without knowing what you're supposed to be doing, things are probably going to get worse for me and for you.
But do you know? Like, could you tell me?
That's not really how this works.
Okay.
All I know is that you weren't there, and he needed someone to hit. And here I am.
I'm sorry, man.
It's all right.
We gotta work on your P attack a little bit.
Let's go attack and blast some things. Is that all right with you?
That sounds
All
good.
right.
Okay.
I just need to get this off my mind.
Do you want to ride in the backpack?
Yeah, that sounds pretty nice.
All right. Cat pack.
He's a little tired. He's a little still got kind of those sunken eyes. He's a little skittish. But climbs into the backpack. So, what's the plan? Where are we going? Where are we headed?
Hey guys, we're the dunes. Sand dunes? Deep.
That's what it sounds like. That's what it
Thorkim,
sounds like.
this is your thing. So where do you want to go?
I'll kind of relay what I said to Vinny. He's like, I'm a danger to others. I'm happy you're with me, and willing to do this, but I don't think we should involve anybody else.
You could find treasure.
Could find treasure.
Could find treasure.
Also,
I'm
I
more-
heard that dragons have treasure too, so.
I know you want me to turn into a dragon, but I don't want to see the dragon, okay?
We can always come back for the dragon. We'll come back for the dragon.
Could definitely.
I was
come
gonna say,
back
I don't
for
think the
dragon.
dragon's going anywhere, Jesse. Sounds like he's the new king of this place, so he's probably going to stick around for a little while.
Yeah, but how often do you get a chance to fight a dragon and free a place? And man, it's gonna be awesome.
You have to
I think we should
live.
do it.
You have to live to free the place. Let's.
That's not true.
We're still trying to get Vinny's body back.
Oh yeah.
Let's not
guess
create.
so.
Yes.
Let's not let one of you other people die. It's fine.
Let's get one body at a time.
Vin, if you
body.
die again, do you think you just like pop right back in?
He just goes this instant
auto.
spirit form. Is like crap.
Find the robot shell. Go
I
in.
don't, maybe it's like Ziggy. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Have you?
Kens,
Right.
did you pick
But
up
don't let you
water?
die.
I picked up lots of things. We're ready. I'm
Nice.
ready
You're
to
ready?
go
You're ready for
wherever.
Desert life?
I guess so.
I'm gonna look at the map. Can I tell anything from the map? Can I have somebody assist me with a survival check?
I will help you with that.
What are you trying to ascertain from the map?
Just the best way.
Kind of the
I mean,
straight
That's where
way
to go.
through to the.
I mean,
we're
like,
basically
in a
going
desert.
straight.
There isn't really a best way.
Right, like we're going straight towards the 08, right? We want to
You're
basically
just gonna
have a cardinal.
beeline it for the oasis.
Yeah,
like a
just
cardinal
direct
For the
direction.
dunes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Make a survival check to interpret the map.
Well, I mean, we also have the sun. Like cardinal directions will be our friend here too. Like,
Oh,
Oh, we have a
magnetic.
compass.
Okay, I got a 20.
oh, that's right. We know where north is all the time. We have the rock, the North Rock.
Yes.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
got a 20.
So you look at the map. You pull out your orb of direction, which is kind of between that, and you all collectively take a moment to figure this out, and it's that way. Yeah. I mean, makes sense. Sun's in the right place. The compass is pointing that way. I mean, the map kind of clearly shows at least the vague location of Catel's oasis. Saban roughly says, hey, it's about a week if you were to just go straight in that direction, if you don't get slowed down by anything. But he seems surprised. I mean, he's lived here his whole life, traversing these dunes, and this is not a thing he recommends. But
No,
it's fine.
But he
We've
does
talked. We've
recommend
seen
the
that.
dragon.
DM's not trying to sway us in any way or not. It's just like, dude who's lived here his whole life doesn't recommend it. But hey, you're
Well,
a
there's,
party
like,
of
there's-
adventurers. Yeah,
Not actively
he's actually,
being hunted by the Tinker.
you actually
Yeah.
get a sense of like awe and almost kind of like, oh, like I would never do that, but you're probably gonna find something really interesting out there.
Sweet.
Oh, yeah.
Alright.
All right.
Let's do this.
It's our best bet.
All right.
Boom, Leonard.
All right.
I guess
Yeah.
we'll
Leonard.
turn into an eagle.
Oh, you're gonna go eagle mode.
Ah,
Because, I'm going to get pop out anyway, so.
You get falcon punched in eagle mode. Excellent. All right, we're gonna take a.
Okay.
Go ahead,
I was gonna say
Belrissa.
I rolled a direwolf again.
You rolled
Fred,
Oh,
Fred is back.
Fred's
All
back.
right.
Sweet.
That's a good
Fred
point.
is
Oh,
okay.
when I walked off, I forgot to say this. I worked on 14 a little bit to sandproof them,
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
covering intakes and stuff like that.
Say
With-
Not
perfect.
Vin.
With what?
I'm looking at 14 a little
tape.
jealously. did he get those?
my
Every
God.
10 minutes, you have to take off your right foot and shake it out. Put it back on.
Okay, cool. We're gonna take a 5-minute intermission and go stretch your legs, grab some water. I'm gonna grab a beer. It's my birthday, so I'm gonna. Hello, we're back.
We're back.
Let's see. How's chat doing? I haven't really. Big shout out to, I don't know how to say this properly, but Tal Rashas for subscribing. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Not sure if you're still there, but you'll see this later. Someday you'll see this. You'll look back on this day and maybe not, probably not, but thank you. Thank you very much. All right. I got a beer. That's delicious. James got one too.
I do.
Vinadil's got some
What kind of beer is it?
some rum. This is an electric jellyfish.
What?
Oh.
It's a local, super nice local West Coast style IPA made right here in Texas, which is my favorite. That's the color I like my beer, right there.
All right.
That
Like a nice
a hazy IPA.
morning pea.
Nice. Oh my god. Oh yeah.
I was gonna say that's.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
That nice morning
Wow.
color. Thanks. Thanks.
When
Now
you're
I'm
cooling
never
off,
gonna
when
unthink that.
There's too much going.
when you make it cold, it changes it. I
Yeah.
don't know.
See, this is why we need the Ziggy branding for the beer. We can talk about it or make the Ziggy
the
branding.
morning, the morning,
The
tea.
morning.
the morning tea.
Hey, this beer tastes like piss.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no
It'll
piss
sell
involved.
out.
This is delicious. All right.
Yeah,
Anybody who
that's good.
says otherwise, you're entitled to your opinion. But you know.
The electric eel. Nice. We are gonna have a Jeshi's, or not a Jeshi, a what's the cat's name? Ziggy.
Ziggy.
A Ziggy statue. Ziggy.
Same person.
We've only been doing
What's the
this for
cat's name?
16 weeks. Yeah.
I know,
yeah.
right?
What is that cat's name?
All right. So we say goodbye to the.
You say goodbye.
The Bali.
The Bali.
The Bali. Okay. So, oh, whoops, wrong page. Getting all my stuff going here.
Good callback on that direction rock, by the way, Larissa. I totally forgot we had a compass. That's pretty. That could be helpful
But
in this,
one- yes.
this next journey.
Just sand as far as you can see. No landmarks.
Yeah, so as you leave the camp, you are, you basically walk in the most difficult direction there is. If you can kind of picture it, there's sort of like a wall of, there's like a big dune, and there's these obvious, like, kind of easy ways to go in either direction, and then on the opposite side is kind of where the hills start to rise up into the canyons that you guys came out of. And you, of all of the 360 degrees that you could possibly travel, you pick like the worst possible way to go, and you start trudging up
Good
this like fairly steep kind of
Solid.
white sand dune, you know, and
I'm not carrying y'all.
yeah, and
I'm not
yeah,
kidding. Yeah, kids just flying. Yeah.
Kins is just flying around, kind of like, you know, checking everybody out, but. Yeah, I mean, it's hard. It's not easy to walk. It's definitely a slow pace. 14 in particular is having a bit of a difficult time walking through the sand. But once you get to the top of the first dune, you can kind of overlook the northeast of the desert is one of the probably the highest elevation, with the exception of the different plateaus and stuff. But you can actually see fairly far. You can see in the distance there's a large cloud. As you can kind of see, there's a massive sandstorm just way out in the distance, you know, miles and miles and miles away. Nowhere near where you guys are now, but it kind of obscures seeing, you know, all the way across. But you can kind of see this massive wall of sand just kind of moving across, and you can see these different, you know, swirls of storms and sands kind of blowing across as you hike through this incredibly difficult terrain. Everybody make a perception check as you're walking.
Let's hope I actually don't roll a 1. Well, I hope I don't.
10.
Oh, nat 20.
Nice.
14.
9.
Redemption.
Also 14.
Excellent. Okay. Who rolled the 9?
Jesse.
Jesse. And Kins, what'd you get?
14.
14. Okay, cool. So yeah, as you guys are walking, it actually doesn't take very long before you start to spot signs of an older time. From what you can see and from what you kind of learned from Saban and the Bali in the camp, this is a land of change. This is a land of ever-shifting sands. You know, every year, even just, you know, like a whole season of just kind of circling around the desert for these people, they'll find something completely different in an area that they did, you know, the last time they were here, as the sands move. And some areas are covered up by the winds while other areas are uncovered. And it's just this sort of endless cycle of shifting sands. And there are civilizations here, or that used to be here just thousands of years ago, you know, and you start to immediately see signs of those. You come across these pillars that are kind of just randomly sticking out of the stone, you know, signs of perhaps a building or maybe a temple of some kind that used to stand, but there's nothing else, you know, or you'll see, you know, stone steps kind of rising up out of a particular area of the dunes that just seem to go to nowhere. Occasionally you'll find there's like a ravine, and you can see that kind of built up into the side of it. There was what looked to be probably at one point an old building, and a lot of things are kind of broken, and it really doesn't take more than a couple of hours before you start to see the remnants of the life that used to be here a long time ago. Thorcom, as you've probably been walking, I would say about half the day at this point, and with your perception, nat 20, you're walking, just beelining it kind of in. There's no clear path. There's no obvious way to go other than you're following this essentially compass stone, this magical item, the orb of direction, and you see something. The desert wind here is caustic. It's assaulting you with its heat, with a constant irritating bombardment of sand and grit. You've done a bit of work to patch 14 so that he won't be filled with the blowing sands, but it's an imperfect job, and you can already see, even after just half a day of walking, that he's slowing down a little bit. You look over at your friend Vinadil, and similarly, clearly very uncomfortable as the wind continues to blow. You squint your eyes against it, Thorcom, and you cover your face with cloth, but it always seems to find a way to sting and irritate. It's a relief, then, when the group of you notice a small rock outcrop at the crest of a long dune. For a few minutes, you can rest out of the wind and get a look at your surroundings, but your reverie is almost immediately broken, Thorcom, when you spot movement at the bottom of the hill. From where you are, you can clearly see the sun glinting off the rusting metal hulks as they dig furiously at an old ruin buried in the sand. Contraptions, robots, automatons, whatever you call them, they're here, and they're up to something. As the thought crosses your mind at how complete and uniform Vinadil's body is compared to these roughshod creations, the clear, deep sound of a horn peals across the hills. It's followed by the warrior whooping of a half-dozen centaurs that spring into view, gliding across the shifting sands like swimmers at sea. They press the attack, and in moments they clash steel on steel with the metal men below. What do you do?
About how many on each side?
There's 7 centaurs, and there's probably 10, maybe 11 of the machines, one of which is quite a bit bigger than the rest.
I'll kind of look at the group. I know Kins is in here. Does she see this with her 14? Above us? Kins, do you see this?
Yeah, Kins, you would see this as well as you're circling. Yep. Maybe not in as much detail as Thorcum is able to see, but you definitely see this scene. It basically looks like an excavation site.
I look at Vinny as like, should we wait? I don't know.
No.
Do we get a feeling about these Centaur? Are they good?
Hey, they're fighting the robots.
They might fight us.
They might. So let's
Yeah.
fight the robots first.
Robots bad.
I would hate to see them just die.
Yeah, those are really cool things.
There's
Creatures,
11
people.
of those robots. There's no way.
But if he finds me this quickly, what chance do we have about making it across the desert?
Very little, but if they're this far out, man, we're not going to avoid them forever.
Is
And
there a
these
way to
centaurs-
avoid them, Jay? Is there like dunes that we could avoid this fight?
I'm sure you could figure out a way to avoid it, yeah, if you really wanted to.
I know, Jesse.
Yes.
Those
Moral
robots
compass,
are fighting those centaurs.
lawful good.
Uh-huh.
What do you want to do?
Do I see everything now that people have
We've
started
pointed
fighting?
it out. Yeah, we're pointing it out.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the problem in front of us. It's simple for me.
It's simple for me, too.
I've already drawn my weapon.
Save.
Kins is circling around the group and she's going, ah!
Belrissa,
How far
fireball
away?
them.
How far away are they?
Save the horse people.
Yeah.
All right.
How far away are they,
Could be
Jay?
ghosts in those robots.
You've crested like this pretty big dune, and it's actually not that far. It's maybe like
Oh, they're on the other side?
Yeah, they're
Okay.
sort of just at the bottom of this next dune. That you wouldn't have been able to see them because they're lower elevation, but as soon as you look over, they're kind of like right down there, and they're distracted because they've just been attacked. So you've got a bit of a surprise situation going. What do you guys want to do?
Alright.
Are the centaurs like right up on the robots already? Like,
They're already fighting. Yep, they're in
Okay.
melee.
I can't fireball, but I can blast.
Yeah. And if I see a big one, I'm going to be focused on the big one. But I say let's engage and see if we can
I cast
sneak up from
Bless.
behind.
Okay, cool. Everybody go ahead and roll initiative, and let's get
Yay!
some stuff going here.
Wait till
Oh,
you
dang
change
it.
the map.
Yeah,
Wait
hold
till you
on,
change
yeah.
the map.
Learn-
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Stand by.
Ouch.
Jesse, did you bless? Is that what you said?
Those don't count.
I was trying to get it off beforehand. We'll let Jay
Oh, okay.
decide in a second.
Right. I always need to open the. Where's the
Oh,
thing?
Vin.
There
I
it
just
is.
saw.
Okay.
No, what? No, we didn't see anything. There's nothing.
If you
That's the
legitimately rolled it and it's in chat, then that's fine. We can use that.
No.
I don't think he wants to.
No, he doesn't want
Fine.
to use.
No, you
My
don't
nat
want to.
one
You don't want to
initiative?
use the nat one initiative. Okay. You know,
No, we can.
in that case, I saw nothing. All right.
A 0?
Wow.
Jesse just rolled a 0.
How does that even happen?
All right,
He's
hold
done
on.
it
Let me get.
Oh man.
Stand by, chat. I'm switching things over so you can see here.
This bodes well.
Oh boy.
Hey, it's all right. Get it all out now. Get it all out now.
Oh yeah, get it.
Muskets.
Dorcam is ready.
No.
Always ready.
Put-
No, I'm not.
Put Fred up on there too.
Oh, you need Fred, huh? Okay.
Oh yeah. Can I be an eagle?
Yes, you can.
We have
All
lots
right,
of requests
we've got-
for you, DM.
That's okay. We've got Fred and let
Leonard, me.
Leonard, me. Oh my gosh. We can just assume Leonard's underneath you, right? Like, because he
Yeah, I
doesn't
think
move
we can.
separately.
charging by
He
camelback.
could, but I'm not. I'm just gonna have him for movement. I'm not gonna attack with him.
Okay.
Okay, Belrissa, there's Fred.
Thank you.
You're good. And let's see. We made a. Oh, where is it though?
Whoa. Okay.
I made a giant eagle for. Oh, there it is. Okay. And that is going to be that big.
Sweet.
And controlled by Kins. There you go. You are now an eagle, and I'm going to take... Yep, perfect. Okay. Oh, nice job on initiative. Okay, and... So I'm kind of picturing you guys just charging down the hill, and for the sake of mechanics and just getting combat going, this rune is basically sort of built into the... If you can kind of picture like the dune you're kind of charging down is probably underneath that dune. There's like more to this temple that slowly looks like it's being excavated by these robot things, and so you're kind of just like in it already. You know, you're not really approaching it. You're kind of already in it as you charge down this hill. What you see are there's all these sort of individual fights around. You can see that these centaurs are basically just battling these things. You're not quite sure why or what's going on, but the robots clearly were here digging. You can see that they have tools, and some of them have literal like drill arms, and like they're literally built to like excavate. And there's a whole myriad of different types of these things too, and they're built similarly to the one that you fought at Stillgate, where they're all just like this mishmash of parts and kind of weird stuff. Like some of them have like big blade arm, like these exaggerated features. Like one of them literally has a giant axe for a hand, and one of them's got a big drill for a head, and it's just like headbutting the ground trying to drill stuff. And these, and these like it's just this really weird, like just crazy kind of random parts and stuff like that. Some of them though are full on like fighting with these other centaurs, and so you guys can kind of figure out what you want to do on your first turns. Give me a second to get everybody into initiative and get going here, and probably Thorcom, you're going to be up first as you crushed your roll there. Let's see, group init.
Yeah, so like rolling a 0 feels bad.
Indeed. I didn't even know that was possible.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, but sand, short little legs, a lot of armor.
It's
I mean, I get
true.
it. Like it's
All you need to know is that a 0 on initiative is basically like getting a natural 20 on the second turn. So that's how I'm gonna look at it.
Yeah.
I get to go first on the second round.
Jessie, I prepped a spell specifically for you so that you can move further, but I forgot to cast it on you when I was a druid.
I'm good. I'm on top
I will
of
help
Leonard.
you one day. Oh yeah.
He's a speedy camel.
All
It's the
right.
noise he's making, yes.
Okay, so one more thing. Okay, so a couple of them. I'm gonna the way we're gonna run initiative here is that some of these groups are basically like fighting amongst themselves, so we're not really gonna run their initiative. You can kind of, just for theater of the mind, you can kind of picture that there's kind of a bunch of individual fights going on, and then so the ones that are engaged with you or intend to engage with you, I'll run initiative for them. Otherwise, you can kind of just theater of the mind, ignore, kind of imagine you're in the middle of a big battle and there's a bunch of stuff going on. So first up, we have this guy. So the way these things work is they've got a bunch of miscellaneous abilities, and I'm gonna roll on a table, and we're gonna see how this thing attacks you. So the first one actually happens to be the one that's right next to Jeshi, so it's just gonna like charge at you, Jeshi. And
Okay.
it's going to
Leonard yells at it, spits at it.
it's going to make 2 attacks, and the first thing it's going to do is it's going to shoot a force beam at you, Jeshi. Oh no, sorry.
Oh, Lord.
No, that's 1, 2, 3. No, a 3 is going to be shocking fist. So it basically like, it kind of like this one in particular, it's like this spherical kind of mishmash of like parts with like these weird spider legs. So it's like as it kind of click clacks across the exposed stone as it rushes towards you, and as one of the like spider like legs reaches out and starts to crackle with electricity as it just goes out and strikes towards you. I need you to make a dexterity. No, sorry. No, this is a melee attack, and I'm gonna click it.
Sure hope it doesn't miss.
That's a non-natural 20 to hit
Oh.
you. Okay.
Womp.
Does that hit?
Yes.
It does, right? Yeah, okay.
Womp womp.
18.
Okay, so that's 14 lightning damage. And you cannot take reactions until the start of your next turn, as you are sort of like the lightning
Shocking
is
grasp.
shocking through you. All right, that's going to end its turn.
Some would say my turn is far away. Which is disappointing.
Okay, actually, this one right here, can it move? Surprised a few of them rolled better than Thorkin. Okay, this one, yeah, it's just gonna it's gonna move to right there, and it's gonna use its force beam attack against I'm gonna say probably against Belrissa.
What?
You're kind of the clear line of sight for that guy. So Belrissa, dexterity saving throw.
Okay. 12.
I will use my reaction to add 5 to that. And just yell out, duck!
17.
Okay. And you can use that on saving throws?
Yep.
Okay.
Saving throws and ability checks.
Excellent. Very cool.
Within 30 feet of me.
So that gives you a total of what? What was the save?
17.
17. Okay, cool. So you're going to take half damage on the force beam that shoots out at you. So that's going to be 10. 10 force damage.
Okay.
It's going to end its turn. Next up, who do we got here? I need to... How do I... Oh, sweet. Double click. That one's engaged. We're going to skip it. Thorcum, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and shoot the closest one with the old musket. No Amy's. Alright, that's good.
25 to hit. Yep.
25 to
good.
hit.
That's all right.
And max
That's not bad.
damage. So it takes 18.
Which one are you attacking?
This one.
Okay, the one that's with Jeshi. Very cool. 18 damage. Great.
But still up. Second. 21 to hit. 17 damage.
Okay, so that's 35 total,
5 in
right?
total.
It's still up, but you could see there's like sparks flying off of it, and you've done like significant damage to it, but it is still like several of its legs have just fallen off or kind of dangling, but it still seems
17
seems
hit.
Double checking. Come on, buttons. Where's the buttons? Yes, 17 hits.
Okay, 5 more damage from 14's
That's
fist.
exactly what it had. Nice. All right.
So 14 just smashes this thing, and he's just gonna end his turn, kind of flanking Jeshi this way,
Okay. Awesome. All right.
and I'm gonna creep up a
Nice.
little bit.
That's
right.
big damage.
Big damage.
That was big damage. Yeah, that was
I'm
40
back.
damage in one turn from one player. Okay, next up is the one... Kins, where are you right? I'm assuming you're just like hovering in the air.
Yep, I'm up in the air.
Okay, so you are probably not... Yeah, these things aren't going to think of you as a valid target because they don't even know you're there. This thing is... Thorcum, you'd probably notice this as this thing runs up and just completely ignores 14 and just runs past it like it doesn't exist and charges up to Vinadil. No, sorry. Also Vinadil. Oh, we have the wrong icon. That's why I was confused. Hold on, Vinadil. That's not what you look like.
It looks
I was
normal
like,
to
what do you
me.
mean it's big?
Tricked me.
No, it
Oh,
is
boy.
me. It is
Aw.
me.
There we go.
That's
So,
Okay.
with the red eyes.
yeah, so this thing just charges right past both of the constructs, right towards Belrissa, who who is standing there with Ziggy
Okay.
sort of hovering, over your shoulder there. So, and it's going to make 2 attacks against you, Belrissa.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot to make the second attack for the other one. That's a 4. Okay. First attack is going to be... It basically just had... It's like... This one's kind of like this just bulky thing. It actually resembles 14 quite a bit. Just this kind of big, bulky, almost dwarf-like figure. And it just runs up and just tries to kick you with like this huge leg.
Okay.
And it rolls a 2.
Yay!
So the first attack misses. Second attack, it then, as it sort of, it swings around with this giant leg and it telegraphs it like crazy, and you're able to sort of easily step back, and as it swings down, all of a sudden its arm just starts, and it's got this like, its literal arm just starts spinning around like a drill, and it tries to come down and punch you with its drill arm. And that's a natural 20.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Like if I shield that, that's okay, right?
It
No.
depends on what your
No.
shield would be.
What's the
27.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, is the total, and that's a crit. So that's let me just make sure. Does this auto roll crits? I think it does, right? I'm just double checking here on the.
I think it should.
If you have it
Depends
on the
if it's-
settings.
It double rolls. It doesn't
it double
double the
rolls.
dice.
Yeah,
it
you're
double
right.
rolls. So.
Okay. Yep. So that is 16 piercing damage and 9 lightning damage. As this
55.
drill arm comes down, and as it punches you, it like pierces into you and electrocutes you
Okay.
really badly. And that's gonna end its turn. And now it's your turn.
Great. Okay. That's cool. Well.
Sick 'em, Fred.
I'm going to cast invisibility on myself because that hurt.
Ooh.
So that's what I do.
Belrissa
And,
goes invisible.
and then yeah, Fred's gonna attack. I'm gonna move away since I'm invisible. And then Fred's going to attack with his. He has advantage on attack rolls since his allies are within 5 feet. So his bite attack is 11 to hit.
11 does not hit. It goes in, and it literally, Fred chomps down on the arm of this thing, and you can move him, right? He's attacking the
Yeah.
one, right? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
He just bites down on the arm, and it just like there's like no effect. The armor is too strong.
Okay. Yeah, I guess he's just gonna hang out there.
Okay. Belrissa gets walloped. Turns invisible, backs up to regroup a little bit. That's going to end her turn. Let's see. That one is engaged. We'll skip it. Engaged. Engaged. At the end of the round, I'm going to roll a couple of dice, and we'll see how these engagements are going, whether the centaurs are pulling ahead or vice versa. Skip that. Kins, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna fly I'm gonna fly closer to the one that went for Belrissa and multi-attack it.
Okay.
I'm not
Can't
feeling
do-
confident
can't do
right
an
now.
eagle.
That's an 8 to hit for the beak.
Oof, 8 does not hit.
All right, I'll go for the talons then. 20 to hit.
That hits. There you go.
That'll be 13 slashing damage.
Excellent. Okay.
Just imagine it's a little puppy lizard. just tear
Imagine
it
it's
to
a puppy lizard.
tear
Okay.
it apart.
So I'm imagining that like I swooped to talon it, and then I'm gonna fly back up in the air, knowing that it'll probably punch me.
Like,
This always goes so well.
You don't have to fly away.
know
like
I don't
mean,
have
okay,
to,
I'm just
but-
saying,
Yeah, I mean, okay. It is definitely going to try to opportunity attack you. And it's going to do that.
I wish I knew the Rock'em Sock'em song. Because I used to have one
Oh, shit, I closed
so long ago.
It's going to do that with its arm, and that's going to be natural 1. It swings
Oh.
around.
Hey, yo.
It swings
sometimes it
around
works
with its. It seems confused, trying to figure out where Belrissa went, and it's like looking around, and its head is like spinning on this weird axis. And the eagle comes up behind, and you're scratching at it, and you're biting it with its beak, and it swings around, and its arm catches on Vinadil, who just Vinadil, you're so heavy, like it just breaks off the arm, and it's gonna take.
Smoked. Well done, Kins.
Oh yeah, now what?
It takes 4 damage. Not
Heck
huge,
yes.
but it literally breaks off one of its arms from trying to attack you. Okay.
All right,
Good-
that'll be my
good
turn.
move.
I'm in the air.
You're just flying straight up. Is that where you're going?
Yeah.
Since you didn't move. Okay. Cool. All right. That ends your turn. This guy is going to run up here and engage this big thing. That's going to be... Where is he? That guy's engaged. And this one is going to charge at Jeshi. Can it make it? Measuring.
Calculating.
Calculating optimal route. Right there. Doesn't make it all the way, so it's going to attack with Force Beam against Jeshi, which I keep closing it and reopening it like a smart guy. Okay, Jeshi, that's a dexterity saving throw for you.
No reaction this time.
15.
15. You just barely make it, so you're going to take half damage on... Whoops, that's the wrong thing. Ooh, 23.
Oh, jeez.
Half of that is going to be 11, right? Rounding down.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Force damage on you. And that's going to end its turn because it can't do another attack.
Actually,
when you removed me, it changed. It took me out of the initiative, which is fine. Like I go right here, so I would go after that thing.
Okay.
But I'm just gonna roll it again, and then put a 5 in there, whatever it,
Sure. Okay.
and hopefully
Also-
that will. I don't know.
Jay, I think D&D Beyond is already accounting for my +2, so I think it's just a 13 on my save there.
Okay. Then that means you take full damage.
Full
No,
damage. Okay.
no, it's
No, it's not.
definitely
It
not.
didn't have the bless on there.
No, it didn't.
No, I think it
it's
does
your-
though, because it should be -1, because my dex is -1, but it's +1.
But that's not +2. Where's
Yes,
the
it
+1
is.
coming from?
It's
He's
from
saying his dex is
-1 to
-1.
+1.
Gotcha.
Oh, yeah, gotcha. So 13, so you take full.
I
Not
think
reaction.
so. Yeah, I think so.
Ouch.
Because otherwise,
So
I have
your
a
dexterity
+7 on
saving throw-
charisma, which doesn't make any sense unless I have the +2. Yeah,
Gotcha.
Who did you bless, by the way? I didn't fully pay
I
attention.
didn't get it off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That thing's turn. That one is going. Let's see. Right there.
All right. So that should be where I
Oh
go,
yeah,
Jay.
your turn. Yeah. How come you
But-
didn't show up in the?
Well,
You have
it
to
took me off when
reorder
we
it.
switched. When
Yeah,
we
but
switched me to the robot.
Didn't you re-add it?
I
Oh, there
did.
you
I'm
are,
at the
okay.
very bottom. Yeah.
You're in there now, so go for it.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm just going to stab the one that's next to me. With the old rapier. I've got the rapier and shield out. Let's see what that does. That's an 18 to hit.
18 hits.
And then 22 damage.
22 is enough. And that thing goes down.
Nice.
Okay.
This is good.
Then I am going to move back here. Just try to kind of duck out of sight of these two, and hide.
Okay.
So let's see. With a 28.
28? Dang. Okay. Nice. That's a lot of numbers.
You robot disappear.
He just burrows into the sand.
They just think you're their buddy. Now.
Just starts
right.
spinning.
That's right.
And just drills down straight down into the sand. Nice. Love it. Okay, cool. So that is...
Now that should be Jeshi then.
And then finally we have Jeshi.
Okay, so the big guy is in a separate battle.
There's a big guy who's like up a set of stairs, like up
Right.
on a slightly higher level, and he looks to be engaged with a centaur. Yeah.
Okay.
And there's two of these Tinkerbot things which are kind of like closing in on your position.
On my position. So the one to the right and then the one like down.
Yeah, they're both kind of just heading towards the group of you.
Okay, I go after the one that attacked me. I'm on Leonard. Just so everyone can remember. I'm looking awesome. Hair flowing in the wind. Got smoked a little bit. And I swing.
Is Leonard a dual hump camel?
Oh.
Yeah, Leonard's a one hump.
One hump. Okay.
One hump.
Got
One
it.
hump. Yeah. That's his older brother. We'll worry about that.
Oh.
25.
25.
to hit.
Nice. That hits. Yeah.
12 crushing damage. And I'm gonna smite at level 1.
Okay.
Let me get this right. 6 radiant.
6 radiant. Okay.
Swing again.
So that's 18 on the first attack.
Yes.
Got it.
Just a 10 to hit.
10 does not hit on that attack.
Okay. I cast Sanctuary on myself with my bonus action.
Okay.
And what kind of position do I want? I'm gonna run. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna run back on Leonard to right there.
Excellent.
And that's it.
Remember this day where Jeshi rolled a literal 0 on initiative.
It won't be the last time. It wasn't the first time.
Initiative 0 was almost our name.
Initiative
oh,
0 was
man.
almost on
Remember?
Got pretty close. That was good.
Now it's
Jeshi
just going to be a
miniseries.
t-shirt design of just Jeshi's face, waiting for everyone to go.
Jeshi bored. No.
Patience is a virtue. Initiative 0.
All right. That guy's down over here.
So, question.
Yep.
Oh no, Jesse's a letter. Never mind.
Also, I moved fast there, Jay, but that guy could attack me if he wanted to when I moved. Meaning, like,
If
I
he
was
gets
doing things quickly,
past
but if he
Sanctuary.
wants to, yeah.
Got it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you'd
I
have to
suppose-
beat a wisdom save.
Yeah, he would try. Let me do that real
He's
fast.
so wise.
Thank you
So
for
wise.
reminding me on that kind of stuff. There's a
No, it's no
lot
problem.
of,
I
a lot of things.
spoke
on the
quickly,
thing.
yeah.
Okay, so wisdom save first, which is wisdom save. There it is. Oh, dang it. Okay, that's a 16.
Okay, it can hit me.
It can hit you. Okay.
Yes.
12 to hit. Doesn't hit. Okay, great.
Does not hit.
Cool. All right. So far, 2 of the centaurs have gone down, and 1 of the robots has gone down. So we're gonna. Okay, that guy's down, and that's it for now. Okay, so that guy's gone. We can get rid of him, and this guy is going to charge up 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm going to charge up to Jeshi, and we're going to roll our random.
Okay, yeah, right.
Yep.
Okay.
He's going to roll that, and his wisdom save is going to be.
It only applies to like if it's an attack roll.
It is an attack roll, and it misses the wisdom save, so it can't attack you because of sanctuary.
Yep.
So it needs to
Retarget.
which would be on Thorcum, and that's going to be a
Okay, reaction.
okay
I block, so disadvantage.
disadvantage on the attack. Okay,
Yes.
that is going to be roll like this disadvantage. Ooh, that's still a 23 with disadvantage.
Yeah, that hits.
Holy.
That hits. Okay, that's it basically shoots out towards you, Thorcum, like just a piece of it just shoots off like a little rocket, and just it sort of spins in the air like a almost like a spinning drill bit, just kind of shoots out of it, and that's going to do 12 piercing damage and 4 lightning damage on you, Thorcum.
Okay.
And then for its second attack, it's going to use. Let's see what we got. Rolling on the dice. Oh, Force Beam. Thorcum, dexterity saving throw. As basically one of its eyes just
+2.
starts to light up, and a beam shoots out of it towards you.
It's not gonna. That didn't roll. Okay, just a second. +2.
Yes.
It's not enough.
Okay.
Hmm.
11 force damage on Thorcum. All right, your turn, Thorcum.
Just a second. Alright, I am gonna attack the one that Jeshi attacked. 11 to hit on the first, that misses. 28 to hit on the second with 17 damage.
Definitely hits. Very nice.
So
Okay.
does that enough to take him with
7.
Jeshi's?
No.
It's
no,
the
he's-
further one.
Oh, the further one. Sorry.
Yep.
Are you attacking the further one away?
Yep, the one that was damaged.
Yep. Yeah, that one goes down. Nice.
Okay. Then I am just gonna have 14 fists this guy.
Bonk.
16 to hit,
That hits.
4 damage.
4. Okay, not bad.
And then I'm gonna have 14 rotate around this guy, and he's gonna attempt to get big and kind of block the view of this thing between like him and me.
Got it.
Like
It's
obscure.
like arms up, like.
Yeah, get big.
Okay. Nice.
Oh yeah, so it occurs to me, this one, Jay, when it was attacking Thorcum?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It tried to attack you, but it failed the sanctuary.
Yes, but then did it go for... This was 14.
Yeah. It's.
This
Was it ranged
person that was
attack?
standing here was 14.
That's correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it
my-
used a
my mistake.
ranged attack. It
Then
was
I
still
messed up with the reaction, but oh well, it didn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Next up is. All right. This guy's going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 coming your way as the centaur has gone down in the dunes to the right of the map. And perfect timing. It is Belrissa's turn as she's walking back in. She needed to get up, clear her head, just relax for a minute.
She was role-playing invisibility.
Role-playing invisibility. Belrissa was role-playing invisibility. Yes, totally.
Really, really well. Had to get in character.
Yep.
Okay.
And, invisibly got the baby back to sleep
Yes.
just in time for her turn.
Woo. All right. What's going on here? Who we got? You guys killed everyone, right?
We got this one's dead. This one's alive right here. This one.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I go. Well. Stop. Okay, there we go. Now I can move one person. Move over here a little bit. So I have a clear line of sight to blast this guy. And that would be a 24 to hit.
Oh yeah, that is.
Okay.
To put +1?
Yeah.
+1?
Yes. That's plus the 1. So 8 damage.
8 damage, and that's on the guy that's right next to 14, right?
Yes.
Okay. Got it.
Okay. Second one is a 25 to hit
Oh yeah, that hits for sure.
with 7 damage.
Okay.
Then I burn a couple sorcery points to cast mirror. I'm gonna cast mirror image on myself
Mirror image.
Ooh.
because these guys hurt.
Okay, and let's see. So we'll give. There's another Belrissa appears on the field.
Apparently there are
3
4 of them.
actually.
Wow.
So 4 of us total.
Oh shoot! Really?
Yeah.
But they're all around her. They aren't separate, controllable. They're all just
Yeah.
around you, right?
Yes.
We'll know. Okay, there we go.
Yes.
Just-
Perfect.
Nice.
All the Belrissa.
Awesome.
Is there a way they can learn to cast mirror image? Because that's what I'm looking for.
Infinite
The whole
Belrissa.
field, yeah.
In case you didn't see it, Belrissa, there was one coming in from the right here. So
Oh, okay. Sounds good. Then Ziggy is.
Oh, where's Ziggy?
I don't know.
Hold on.
Little Ziggy. We need the tiny Ziggy.
He's in the back licking his wounds.
He's
Yeah.
he's
Go.
pouting.
yeah, I don't think he's going to be interested in getting close to anything dangerous at all.
No, he's gonna go really high up. What he's gonna do is P's not working, so he's gonna go scoop up like a big old handful of sand, as much as he can carry.
Go and
And-
poop.
His little paws.
Maybe he uses his wings to like
His
scoop
little-
some.
It's that,
While
that
flying.
It's that glitter beam.
It's just like, yeah, okay, well, you're the boss. All right.
He's gonna fly above this guy and distract him as much as possible with sand and insults.
Okay. Nice.
Try helping.
Wait, which
help-
guy? The one by the same one, right?
Yes.
Okay.
In an attempt to help Fred.
Okay. And what's Fred doing?
Fred's gonna attack with a bite.
All right. Where is he gonna? You gotta move him.
Okay.
Kins is up in the air, so you can. Just
I'm in the
run.
area.
Oh, okay.
Belrissa
Like
accounts
here.
for 6 battlefield tokens.
So does he? Wait, does Ziggy succeed? Does?
Well, he has people around him, so he still gets his
Oh, he
advantage.
still gets
either way.
advantage. Never
No,
mind.
he's got pack.
Never mind. Ziggy is doing this in an attempt to help someone else.
Okay. So.
But
Oh, I see. So he's gonna use his action. He's,
He's
gonna use
using
a
a
help
help.
action
he's using a help action.
for.
Yeah.
Yeah. For who? For
For
14 or for Jeshi?
Jeshi.
Okay.
'Kay.
So yeah, excellent.
But Fred had advantage anyway, and he rolled a 24.
A 24. Okay, excellent.
So
this massive direwolf just pounces through the sand, like kicking up dirt everywhere as it like tumbles over the fallen corpse of this robot and just bites down. This one is kind of almost like this this almost like gazelle kind of shaped thing with this tail with this crackling lightning up behind it. And what does Fred do?
He rolls 14 damage. It's a gazelle thing.
It's like, yeah, it's almost got like a deer or kind of a gazelle kind of shape, like a quadruped kind of
I
shape
don't know.
to
Fred goes straight for the throat. And he's like, shakes it around
Robot jugular.
many times.
it. Excellent. He's just latched on. He's just shaking it, and there's like bolts and springs like flying off of this thing, just like sparks everywhere. It's actually still alive though. It's just like clicking and clattering and it's still.
Is it a creature?
Yeah. I mean,
Like,
for what purposes?
for if it's a creature, it has to succeed on a strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
It is. Yeah. Okay. Then definitely. What's the
13.
Great. Okay. Ooh, 5. That's pretty not gonna do it. So it's prone.
Yay!
So
See,
so Fred
Belrissa cleared her mind and she just came
Yeah.
back.
grabs this thing by the neck and just thrashes it around and then slams it on the pavement or whatever it is. You know, the not pavement. You know, whatever, the ground.
Stone stuff.
Yes.
Okay.
So that thing is prone. Excellent.
I feel better now.
All right, Belrissa has moved all 6 of her tokens. It is now. That one's gone. Nice job killing that one. What do we got here? Ooh, okay, this one is going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on its way. And this guy is going to move right here. He's engaged. That one's gone. Kins in the
All right.
air. You're just like, ah! Like hovering, watching all the action below, like looking for the prime target. What do you want to do?
Yeah, I'm going for the one that's like in the middle of this cluster of whatever. I'm a very precise giant eagle, just so you know. So I'm gonna go.
It's prone, so you get advantage.
Oh, I do. Okay, so I'm right here. There is a Fred is below me, directly below me, but I'm not gonna hit him. All right, start with the beak. Oh, wow.
That 20?
That's 23 to hit.
23 hits. Yeah.
You know, if this robot had feelings, it would be very confused about the giant direwolf and giant eagle.
Wow, that is 6 piercing damage.
6 is enough.
Heck yes.
It's like convulsing and like sparking on the ground and like just twitching, and you just go down and just smash like what's left of its spinal cord with your beak, and then just tear it, and its head just kind of tumbles off and kind of powers down and stops moving. You can still move and do your second attack if you want.
Yeah,
to.
that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna move to this little crabby dude over here.
Crabby dude.
And oh, that's a nat 20.
Ooh.
25 to hit.
Dang, yeah, that hits, and that's a critical attack. This is like almost a it's basically a scorpion looking construct that has arachnid
Natural
like
predator.
legs. Yep.
That's right. The eagle's a natural
Talons.
predator.
All right, so I rolled 11. What do I do for the crit?
So we're gonna double the dice, but not the bonus. So that's 8, 16 plus. That's 19 damage.
All right,
Very nice. That's awesome.
and I will hover here, I'll stay here. I'm not gonna move again.
Okay, so you're just down next to the thing. That ends your turn. Very cool. That one's gone. Fantastic. And this one. So at the center of this sort of sunken, temple that's being kind of excavated, there's this very large robot which seems completely engaged with this other centaur. This centaur is a bit larger than the others, has this kind of dark gray skin, and seems to be shouting occasionally, kind of giving battle commands, and clearly is kind of in charge here. And he's got this this two-handed axe that he's like spinning over his head, and you can hear the clanging and the melee going on as this giant robot is like shooting beams, force beams out. It's got this massive arm that keeps coming down, and the whole ground shakes every time, the fist comes down, and this thing is expertly dodging. And you can see, though, that there are several other constructs which are starting to close in on this centaur as it's single-handedly battling this giant thing up top. But it continues to do so. That one's there. Let's see, where is... and then on the other side, there's a centaur over here. He's going to use a dash action, 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. He's going to run over here to help his buddy. And that's going to be his turn. This guy is gone. He's down. Okay, that brings it to this one right here, who's going to close in on that guy. And can chat see all this stuff? Yeah, we can see everything. And where's that one? Oh, that guy's down. You guys have been chipping away at these. Vinadil, it's your turn. What do we got? What do you want to do? You're hidden. You're
all right, yep. So
I'm picturing you're
to...
burrowed down in the sand, and like just your eyes are like poking out of the sand,
I'm assuming, well, I'm going to see if this one, I'm going to pop out and run down here. Oh, whoops. I'll actually try to move. I'm going to pop out and run down here and shoot at this one. Did it see me where I was? I'm assuming it couldn't see me way up here, but
well, if you move, it can. If you run out into the middle of the.
That's true. I guess I have to shoot first, and then.
Yeah, but
before
you're not.
I move, yeah.
There's a wall in between you, so that guy in particular, I don't think you'd have line of sight. Because of the
I
wall.
thought Kins, can you move real quick? I thought there was a break there.
Can I move? There's.
Yeah. Or do you mean this?
No. So you were here, right?
Saying when you started, you couldn't have shot him.
Oh yeah. No, well, I can't shoot him from that far away anyway. Sorry.
Oh, I
no,
see.
So
okay, great.
My plan was to shoot him from here the whole time. I just you're right. I would have lost my
yeah, but you're not
my
hidden,
hide,
so you don't get the advantage and stuff.
So I don't get advantage. Yeah, no, that's
Correct.
cool. And
did Kins fly up?
No.
No. So I'll still get
okay.
sneak attack. I just don't get advantage.
Yeah.
Right. But yeah, I'll shoot him with my crossbow. 26 to hit.
Yes, that's
and
a lot. Nice.
22 damage.
22 is enough.
Nice.
Nice job, you guys. You're starting to
Smoked.
pull these attacks together.
And then I'm going to then bonus action dash this way towards the big guy.
Okay. Excellent. All right. That is going to bring it to the big guy, who, since you guys are not technically engaged yet, we're just going to wait till next round for that. But he is basically fighting that single centaur up top there. Jeshi, your turn.
I cast Aid on me, Belrissa, and Thorcum. So it gives you 5 hit points back and 5 temporary.
Sweet.
And then I use a Leonard dash to go 100. Because he's the speediest camel you've ever cameled.
He can go.
Right up to the big guy.
His lips are just flapping in the wind.
My
Jeshi's
hair, I'm
just
like
back there, like
barely holding on. Like,
So do you still have sanctuary as well, or does
yes.
aid? Okay,
Because
cool.
it is not aggressive yet.
Very
All
cool.
right, Thorcum.
Let me plot some distances here. So everything around us is dead.
That's correct.
25. Are these stairs up, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. So if I move here, I would be able to see this guy by Vinny.
Yes. Yep.
All right, I'm gonna shoot him.
Okay.
That one. Do I shoot Vinny?
No, you don't. I'm way far away.
Do I shoot Vinny?
roll a d2. Just do /roll 1d2.
Is there such a thing? Isn't that just a coin flip?
Yeah, that is literally a coin flip.
It didn't do anything. 2.
Okay, you thought you had a shot, Thorcum, but your bullet sinks just a hair and ricochets off that pillar and smacks into Vinadil, doing 9 damage to Vinadil.
Vinny.
Aw.
What's that one again?
Oh boy.
That was funny. 26.
Yeah, that hits.
11
You
damage.
readjust your, you this is the first time using the musket. The sight. Vinadil didn't know what he's doing. The sights are all out of alignment. You're getting it dialed in. That was a much better shot. 11 damage. Excellent.
And 14 is going to do the same thing he did before. He's going to position himself in such a way that he's kind of like line of sight. Yeah.
I'm just picturing him standing on one foot, like waving all his limbs, like just trying to.
Well, he doesn't.
Be
He doesn't
annoying.
have to do that. I'm shorter, so he just like.
Oh, okay, yeah.
down.
You're just kind of huddling behind him. Nice. That's great. Okay, that guy's gone. Belrissa, you're up.
Cool. I'm going to move closer. I will move like here-ish.
Move all of you.
All of me will move there.
Kind of legend stuff.
I love mirror image. It's just like that cup game where you're like the magicians like do the cups. It's like which one's the real Bell? They're like all like interweaving as she's running around.
I'm gonna cast Hex on big guy.
Okay. Is Hex
Hey, big
concentration?
Hex is, but mirror image is not.
Great. Okay. Big guy is hexed.
And oh, I didn't mean to cast that at 3rd level.
So,
Pretend I
okay,
didn't
here's
do
an
that.
interesting question for the next round. I just thought of something, Jay.
Mm-hmm.
These robots don't see Vinny, right?
Well, they
haven't
They ignore
engaged me
him.
yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, they haven't engaged me yet.
Yeah, you don't know if they see him or not, but they have not
Ah,
engaged him.
okay.
And then I'm gonna blast big guy.
Okay.
For a 21 to hit
21 hits.
with 12 plus 4 damage, so 16.
Okay, nice.
And the next one is 20 to hit.
Yeah, 20 hits.
And that is 8 plus 3, 11 damage.
11 more damage. Excellent.
And then Fred is gonna run as far as he can, which is 50 feet. So he's gonna go up here.
Nice. And that's with a dash?
Oh no, it's not.
Because he should be able to dash to make it all the way there. That he can't also attack, but he can use his dash action to get all the way there if you want to.
Yeah, he doesn't. If he can't attack, he doesn't want to get all the way up there.
Okay.
Actually,
Alright.
yeah, he does.
Yeah. Okay.
That's his job.
Okay. Got it. Oh, you know what? I forgot. Stand by a second. I forgot to run the Centaur fights. Not that it would have mattered yet, so that's good. But okay. Nice. So that guy is down. And then.
Oh.
Actually, that was it. That's great. Okay. That brings it to... Oh, cool. So it's this one who is actually, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
I mean, he just saw Thorcum shoot me. So,
Vinadil literally... the thing literally runs right past you. You can attack it if you want to, but it just totally ignores you. This is like this kind of short, like dwarf-like humanoid body with these massive shields and these like big, oversized arms, and it's just like it's just kind of shoulders its way past you like you don't exist.
I'm not, mostly because I have a crossbow and a shield, so like I don't want to play with trying to grab a sword while I'm reacting. I don't know. So yeah, I'm just gonna.
Okay. Sure.
I'm not gonna take an operation.
All right. So yeah, it basically just runs up to Thorcum and is gonna make 2 attacks. First one is gonna be
Deflected and disadvantage.
Disadvantage. That's 14's reaction to impose disadvantage with deflect. Okay, perfect. I can't keep this window open to save my life. Keep closing it. There we go. All right, that is. Okay, that's disadvantage on this one, which with disadvantage that's 11, which obviously doesn't hit. Okay, and then second attack. Ooh, okay. Sonic Scream. The bot emits destructive energy in a 15-foot cube. Each creature in the area must succeed on a strength saving throw.
Oh, that's not good.
So that would be 1, 2, 3. Actually, all the Belrissas and Thorcum and 14.
Wait, what?
Strength saving throw.
He screamed
I
over.
rolled a 17.
15-foot cube. Wait, is it 15-foot radius or is it just
Cube is like whatever.
Shoot, it's been forever since I looked at that. It's 15 foot out in every direction from the guy, right?
No, that's bigger than a 15-foot cube. Right? Isn't it 15 by 15 by 15?
Yeah, if it's a
Probably,
15-foot cube, then it would be like 7.5 feet
Radius.
radius, but like a square, I guess, instead of a circle.
15, but kind of like targeted, so it's like out from it, like this.
I should know this.
Yeah, so it would be
14.
the middle square, right?
Gotcha.
So like three across.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, so I
Right.
think it's 3 squares out from him in every direction.
So that's a 30-foot cube.
Yeah.
It's not.
That's
It's
a
not
bigger cube.
directional.
Because it's not.
It would be included in the cube space, wouldn't it?
So yeah, 15-foot cube would basically be the 9 squares around him,
Yeah,
the
I
8
think-
squares around him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's radius. That's not the full. So it's 3 squares. So Belrissa,
That's what I thought.
Ken's is out of there. I don't think it hits Vinny either.
No, I'm 20 feet away.
I made a 17 and an 8 on 14's saving throw. So whatever happens to 14 and 14.
Sorry, Evan, hold on 1 second. Yeah, okay. My recollection is that whenever you have an area like this listed, it's the radius. So a 15-foot cube means basically 3 squares out from him in every direction.
Yeah.
Right, which basically hits both of you, of course, but also Belrissa, I think is the main thing. So that's a strength saving throw. So remind me what you just said. What'd you roll?
17 for me, an 8 for 14.
Okay, so you make it and take no damage. 14 is going to take.
I rolled
Yeah,
a
nat
nat
20.
Ooh, nice. 14 takes 12 thunder damage and is knocked prone. And Belrissa, nothing happens.
Sweet.
You're good. You totally just block all damage. You just hold your hand up, and just the thunder wave just kind of stops at your hand. You're good. And that was that its second attack? I kind of got distracted by.
Yep.
It was, right?
It was.
The first one. Okay, right. That's what I thought. All right, great. And okay, that guy's fine. Kins, you're up.
Okay. As per usual, I have questions. Okay, so this little thing right here, this pillar, is that raised?
Yep.
And can a druid stand on it?
Sure. Yeah, you could stand up on that.
And from here, can I see this ground? Like that would be above, so I could see the ground right there.
You'd be sort of like eye level with it, or not eye level, but the top of the pillar is like level with that ground. So you'd be standing at the same area, if that makes sense.
So if I'm standing on that, I could see this ground.
Yes.
Okay. All right, so Kins is gonna turn into a druid. So she's gonna fly over here as an eagle. I'm gonna swap it out.
Bonus action to swap.
Bonus action to... Oh, it's not on a nice square, but
Did
I'm
you
on...
just land yourself on a pillar?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Joshy is so jealous if he sees this.
It's all behind you, man. You're riding Leonard like
my god.
full speed.
I could
Judge's
land...
hair is blowing in the desert wind.
That's right, man.
Just
You're not
majestically,
caring about anything in the world, man. You're like on that camel, just.
All 4 Belrissas are like, what?
Oh, man. You know, I could land on the ground, but that's super boring. I want to land on a pillar.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so
Or in like
I
a crane
also...
stance.
Yeah. Let's hope I don't fall.
Oh wow.
I also have a cube attack.
yeah.
So that's
right.
why
Take
it's important,
this.
because I haven't been using it with that proper area. So I'm going to use... Where is it? Erupting Earth. And this is a 20-foot cube. So I want the cube to be kind of like... oh, wait, you can't see that. Like, away from the big guy. Like this corner over here, like this direction.
Yeah. So you're going to target it so that it only hits the big guy.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense. Got it.
Okay, and so this one... Should I? Is that overkill? No, I'll still cast it at the regular level. This is a dex save, 16.
Okay. Right. Dex, that's +0. Ooh, 6. It is heavily engaged and doesn't even really bother trying to move.
Alright, well, that'll be 15. Whatever this damage is. 15. Fire damage?
Fire damage, okay. And,
I thought you
Oh
didn't
shoot,
do
no,
flaming
sorry, I
sphere.
did... No,
Oh,
ignore
no.
that one.
That's
Ignore that one.
Erupting Earth, right?
I hit the wrong button.
Okay.
Ignore it, everyone.
Ignore me!
She's getting distracted.
Fire
22.
shoots up from the ground.
I could do that. No, 22 bludgeoning damage.
22, okay. Very nice.
So I was like, fire damage. I'm gonna stay on this pillar.
All right. Balancing on the pillar. Great. Next up is the Centaur, who's kind of wielding the long great axe and is just basically kind of engaged in melee with this large, big, hefty kind of bot here, and it's literally just like deflecting blows, and this giant arm is trying to punch this thing, and it's just expertly dodging back and forth. And now this second bot has come up behind it, and it's one of those ones that has the big shields, and it's just kind of whipping shields around. And this thing is clearly very, very skilled in combat, as it's just ducking blows and like deflecting attacks and parrying, with its axe, and it goes in and it gets a couple of good hits on the large robot. So he's just basically distracting those things. Oh, that one's gone. And then let's see, that guy. Okay, this guy is going to head towards the center. 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay. And that's him. And then this one is going to... it's going to move right here and attack Jeshi.
Sanctuary.
Oh, you're right. Yep. You still have Sanctuary.
Yes.
Fantastic. Okay. So, Wisdom save with a +0. 12?
Fails.
Fails. Okay. Yeah, is going to turn and attack the Centaur instead. And that's going to be a 6, which is...
Pretty. Oh, that's the type. Of damage.
That is the type of attack.
Which is not enough. Yeah, no.
Okay. All right, and that's going to be this one. Non-natural 20 is definitely going to hit, but the damage is pretty low. It's only 6, 5 piercing, 1 lightning on the Centaur. And one more attack for him. That's a 5. It is unbelievable how I keep closing this window every single time. It's like this weird habit. Okay.
Maybe they don't want to attack anymore, Jay.
No.
You ever
They're
think of that?
done.
They're
They're
tired. They're
tired.
tired robots.
Their batteries have run out.
Sand is getting in them.
That's a 19 to hit, 13 slashing damage again on the Centaur. So he, it seems like actually Jeshi being there almost distracted him a little bit as the bot seemed like it was engaged. So he shifted his focus attention to the big guy, and all of a sudden it just came back and surprised him and got a couple of clean hits unexpectedly on him. Vinadil, you're up. Running up the stairs. You're watching this happen. What do you want to do?
I'm going to just run up here where I try to get line of sight with the big one.
Okay.
I assume he's big enough that I can
Yeah, he's huge.
see around Jeshi.
On Leonard.
You're on Leonard, that's right.
Very tall.
And I'm
Still
going
not
to
that
just
tall.
kind of, I'm just going to say as I'm running, like, you know, I'm going to try to tell the guy, like, move back, or like, don't let it kill you. Pull back to us if you need help, right? Like, I don't know if he speaks common or not, but I'm basically telling him, we're here to help, and don't get killed. And then I'm gonna shoot the big guy with the crossbow. Maybe there it goes. 27 to hit
That hits.
and 18 damage.
18 damage. Nice. Definitely starting to show a little wear and tear. There's some pieces of metal are starting to kind of hang a little bit and break off. Yep. Nice.
And yeah, no, but I'm okay. I'm just gonna stay there.
Okay. Next up is going to be the big guy, who is going to turn and look at the giant wolf, who is like trying to like snap at him,
Oh, Fred.
and is going to make one attack against Fred.
Reaction block.
Okay. That's
Oh.
disadvantage. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Got
Save
it.
the
All right.
Fred.
That's gonna be that's a 19 to hit Fred.
That hits.
Bye, Fred.
That's 16 bludgeoning damage,
Oh, he's still alive.
and strength or dex save,
+2.
with a +2 for Fred.
I just roll his strength.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
11. Okay.
11. So 13.
He is knocked prone.
Oh no. How many damage was it again?
It was 16.
Okay.
Oh boy.
It's like whole upper torso is rotating, so like it kicks Fred and just kind of pummels him down onto the ground and continues rotating in the same motion, and is going to do its second attack on Jeshi, and that's going to be, I did it again, I closed
Wisdom
it again.
save.
Wisdom
Sanctuary.
save. Okay. Wisdom save +0. Ooh, a 2. It can't attack you, so it backtracks and is going to use that attack against Fred.
No.
Rip Fred.
It's okay.
Yeah, at advantage.
He'll be
Ouch.
okay.
Yeah.
With advantage, that's a non-natural 20, and that's 18 slashing damage as its bladed arm just comes down on top of Fred.
Still alive.
Still alive.
Looking
He
real
voiced us
rough.
Fred!
He's a large beast.
Yeah.
Yes, he
he's a
is.
The
direwolf,
first,
yeah.
the non-bladed arm starts to spin,
Wait, there's 3?
and it leans down, and it doesn't even punch. It just slowly like pushes this drill arm. This looks to be like this big, bulky, like excavator type of thing. Like this thing moves big material, and the big drill arm is just like casually like pushing into Fred as he's lying on the ground.
No.
Yeah,
That's terrible.
that's a
Wow.
16. Does that hit?
No.
Yes.
Fred.
That hits. Oh gosh. Yeah.
Spaghetti Fred.
Let the record show that if that damage was on me, I would have died.
That's 10
We would have
piercing
put you in a robot. It's fine.
Good job.
and 4
Yeah.
lightning.
All right. Fred yelps the saddest yelp you've ever heard,
All the crying puppies in
and
this
then
game.
collapses
in a bloody heap.
Oh,
Well, I mean,
bloody
he's a
heap of
fae. He
Fred.
he poofs back into
Oh, he
the fae
does.
realm.
He
Yeah.
collapses into a sparkly poof.
That's right.
a sparkly,
Glitter.
bloody poof. Okay, got it.
Yoshi is watching this and he's just like, I don't know about this.
Jesse, you're up. It's your turn. How does Jesse react
shit.
to what is Jesse thinking right now as Fred has just been pummeled into
I
glitter
think he's just
next to him?
totally bamboozled by this. Everything that's happening. Everyone keeps dying, coming back. It's very confusing. And in the meantime, okay, what are the rules for movement? I can't, like, if I wanted to move to here next to this centaur, do I have to go around?
You can't move through them like that. Yeah, you'd have to move around them. Exactly.
You could move through the centaur, right? Because he's a friendly
Also,
guy.
this is rough terrain from the erupting earth in that corner,
Oh yeah, everything
So
to the
it is.
right of that guy. That's a good
like
call.
this, and this.
You could stand on Fred.
It poofed away.
Oh yeah, he poofed away. He's gone.
I know.
Yeah,
man.
so
I know
I
what
can
you're.
break stuff.
I know what you're thinking.
I guess I attack.
Oh.
The smaller
The
one.
small one, yeah.
Yeah. With my hammer.
I was retconning my turn.
Attack,
Like
it's not
I should have attacked the smaller
working.
one.
Sorry.
Wow. That's,
You just clicked attack 6 times.
26.
26 to hit.
I have multi-class to level 10 fighter.
Unstoppable, yeah. 26 hits the little guy.
Oh, for sure, yeah. 26 definitely hits.
Nice. Okay, 12 crushing damage, and I pop another little smite into it. 8. So 12 crushing, 8 radiant, 20 total.
Okay, great. Nice.
And I swing again at it. Natural 1.
Ooh, natural 1.
yeah.
Make a dex save. As you start to fall off
10.
Leonard, as you've bent down a little farther than he's used to, and kind of he starts to buck you off a little bit. And with a 10, unfortunately, you slip off of your ethereal saddle and fall down prone at the feet of Leonard and this robotic.
I stand up.
construct.
I stand back up
Okay.
and cast Sanctuary on myself.
All right. Top of the round, Thorkum.
Okay. I'm going to move here, up the stairs. So this guy gets a attack of opportunity on me.
Yeah, he sure does. Okay.
There.
So as you run by, a spinning arm shoots out at you.
And it's going to be deflected.
So it's
That's a robot.
disadvantage.
Yep.
Ooh, he rolled 2 24s.
Okay.
It still hits.
Yep.
So that's 12 piercing and 2 lightning.
Okay. Boop. 12 piercing, 2 lightning. So,
There's like some psychological like nonsense where I keep closing this window. It's like I'm like literally thinking about it, and I still am doing it every time.
all right. Then I am going to actually turn around and shoot him twice.
Okay.
22 to hit with 17 damage.
Excellent.
He's already been hurt, right?
Yeah, yes. Great. Okay.
So he's still up.
Still up. Yep.
Second. 24 with 10 damage.
Oh, he's still up, but barely. He's hanging by some wires and
22 with 6 damage.
is that 14?
14.
2 kill shots for 14.
Nice. Yep, 14 puts
Bop.
him down.
Nice.
Just cleaning up the mess.
And there's
Robots
like
on
this
robots.
moment where the two robots like lock eyes, and the one's just so confused as the fist is just like coming towards and just ends him. And yeah, he never quite understands what happened to him there.
14's going to run up the stairs, and I have no actions or bonus actions. So that is my turn.
Okay. Belrissa.
All right, I'm moving up.
Moving on up.
And I'm going to transfer my hex to the little guy.
Okay.
So that's a bonus action. And then blast him. Do I still have that +1? Oh no, I always have it because you gave me the magic thing. 25 to hit.
Yes.
And
You're hitting the little guy?
Yeah, little guy.
Okay, great.
14. 18 damage.
18. Yeah, he's barely up.
Mm.
Similarly, like he actually kind of falls towards Jeshi, like can't support his own weight. It just like almost falls over. But there's
Alright.
still like sparks flying out, gears whirring.
19 to hit.
19 hits.
13 plus 6. 19 damage to
Yes,
him.
very much down. So that thing just falls into a heap of parts at your feet, Jeshi.
Mitchell's versus the machine.
That's my turn.
Oh my god.
Excellent.
That movie.
Okay.
Oh, can you move Ziggy just up with me?
Yeah.
That's all the little robots, right?
Yep.
It is indeed, yeah. So, wait, where's... Okay, so next up is going to be this Centaur over here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. This Centaur is going to run to here and attack the robot that it sees.
Oh.
Doing his part, you know, helping out.
Mm-hmm.
And makes 2
Not paying
attacks.
attention to any of the battlefield, apparently.
He was busy, all right? 16 to hit.
That does not hit.
Okay, and the second attack, it basically rears back and tries to kick you with its hooves. That's an 18
Needs
to
to be
hit.
a disadvantage. It doesn't hit anyway, but
Yeah, okay, so both attacks miss as you expertly fend them off, also while confused and not quite sure what's going on. As they attack you, Kins, you're standing above the battlefield, surveying the scene, watching all of this unfold from your perch high above. What do you want to do?
I'm pretending I'm a druid eagle. All right, so I'm going to. Now I'm going to use my flaming spear to try to hit the big chompy dude
Suddenly,
robot.
Kins in normal form just goes, "Caw!"
Oh wait.
and a flaming sphere shoots
that's
out.
That's the vocal portion.
Yeah.
It's a caw.
That's a dex save 16.
Dex 16. Got it. Okay. Ooh, 18 somehow.
Oh, okay.
Makes
Well,
the
you'll
save.
still take half as much damage on this fire. 11, so half of that. 5.
Okay.
And that's all I can do.
All right. Next up is the main centaur who's engaged with the big guy. He's going to attack with his axe, and it is deflected by the giant arm. He spins around and tries to like rear kick it with his back legs. 21 to hit. That's going to be 13 damage on that guy. Very cool. Okay.
Oh shoot, can we back up to the fire sphere?
Mm-hmm.
It says any creature that ends its turn. So I don't know if we have to wait until the end of that one's turn or
Okay.
No, it should hit on the first cast, and
on the
then
first
after
cast,
that,
and then after if it ends
Yeah.
its turn there. Okay.
yeah, because it doesn't go away, right? It just stays there
Well, I can move
for a
it,
minute
but
or something.
What's
yeah.
the
yeah, I
spell
have
called?
concentration. Flaming sphere.
Flaming
I can put it.
sphere. Yeah, typically it's going to hit right away and then remain.
I'm
And then,
sorry.
and then that way, the reason it's at the end of the turn is because the creature has an opportunity to move, so it doesn't get hit twice in the same round.
Got it.
But if it doesn't move, then it would get hit twice. But let's see. Creature takes. Yeah. Okay. No, you did it right. You're good.
Okay.
Okay. That guy just went. All right. The other guy is going to come across and is going to attack 14 because doesn't know any better. As he runs up the stairs towards the fight. He was. Let's see. Where was? All right. First attack is going to be 15 to hit on 14.
That just hits.
Okay, that's 6 piercing damage. And
I forgot we leveled up.
natural 1 on his second attack. He goes to hit 14, who just sort of naturally defends himself and goes to deflect the attack. And as the 2 front hooves come up, he just shoves him back, and the centaur falls backwards onto the ground prone from rolling his natural 1. Ends his turn. That guy's down. Vinadil.
All right, so I'm going to disengage from this centaur, and I'm going to do it by, like, you know, if you're standing in front of a horse and like you can pat it like right there on the neck, like I'm just gonna like give him a little pat on the neck, you know.
Oh, buddy.
It's not a horse. He's got a.
Oh, that's right. No, he's your man. Sorry. Okay,
pat him
I'm gonna pat him on the
just
arm.
reach
It's
up
like belly.
and gently caress his neck.
So I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna
This is the
pat him.
love story we've been waiting for.
It starts raining, and the
know. Who
notebook
has been
just
waiting for
happens.
that?
It's just-
So I'm all confused that it's not a. I had a reverse centaur in
Where
my head.
did Ryan
apparently.
Gosling come from? Okay.
A reverse mermaid.
It's a fish person. So no, I just wanted to like pat it on the, maybe I guess on the shoulder. I don't know, like a somewhat like calm down horse, and I'm gonna run over here. Maybe calling it a horse isn't the best thing either. I don't know.
Horsey.
A long night. There's some libations. All right. And then I'm gonna shoot.
I gently
Can't
caress
breathe.
the horseman's neck and say,
I'm gonna shoot.
"Don't worry,
Calm down,
horse."
horse.
And I'm gonna shoot the big one and probably not hit it. 14 to hit the big one.
No.
All right. All of that just really threw me for a loop there. So that is all of my turn, though. It's all of my actions.
That was the best turn that's ever been turned. Okay. The big guy is going to try to move out of this terrain and is going to move kind of over here. And opportunity attack for that guy. And that's going to be with the pike. And 8. Ooh, that hits. 6. 6 damage on the big guy. And he's going to attempt to hit Jeshi again. Not really knowing any better. But needs to make a wisdom save. Which is a 17. Does that... I can
He makes it.
DC is. Oh, it makes it. Okay.
13.
Hi, Jeshi! It was nice knowing you.
Well, Sanctuary still goes for all other attacks too, so we'll see.
All right. First one is going to be... I need you to make a dex save.
Dex.
I guess I should have rolled...
5.
Probably wouldn't have technically needed the
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah,
sanctuary for
I
that.
think you're right. The other order.
Ooh, gross. 3d10, he rolled a 1, 3, 2. That's 6
Yeah, you did.
damage.
Nice.
That's going into my temporary hit point bank.
Gross. Okay, second.
take it.
Let's see what the second... Whoops, no, that's the wrong one. Second one is... Okay, that one's definitely going to need a sanctuary again, which is a 17.
Makes it.
Okay, and that's going to be a 16 to hit you.
Misses.
I don't think hits you. And then finally, attack number 3 is going to be that, which is melee, which means wisdom save, which is a 19.
Makes it.
Makes it, okay.
Sorry,
He's a wise
man.
robot, man.
23 to hit.
Hit.
Yeah, that was with a
Hit.
+0. Made all 3 of those. That was nice. Okay, that is... oh, he has advantage on that, too. Well, he hit it. He would have hit anyway. Okay, that's 12.
Wait, why?
Because you are wearing armor made of metal. Gives him advantage on that attack.
Dang. Sorry, I thought it was prone and I had stood up. Good.
Let's see. Oh, that's
Leonard, save me.
that's 12 lightning damage on that attack,
Okay.
and you can't take reactions.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And that's actually gonna end its turn. Nice, nice job, kind of deflecting that there, and it's your turn now.
Hmm. Okay.
How hurt does this thing look?
Why do you want to caress its neck or whatever?
No.
I may. We'll see. Okay, I get up onto Leonard if I can.
Yeah, half your movement.
Good. And then I lay on hands myself for 30 hit points.
Okay.
And that's it.
All right, Thorcum.
Just a second. I don't think I'm in range. Now I'm gonna move up a little bit. To right here. And in passing, I'm just gonna say stop attacking us to the Centaur. We're trying to help, and then attack the big guy.
Okay.
First one misses.
Yep.
Second one misses.
Ooh.
So I whiffed twice. And then 14's gonna repair.
All right. You don't actually miss, but your bullets just kind of ricochet off and don't hit any good spots there. Pretty thick armor. Belrissa, you're running up the stairs, and they're all 3 of you, and you see the scene
four of
unfolding.
us.
What do you want to do? 4 of us, yes.
4 of us, yes.
I don't know
Oh.
where the other one went.
No,
So-
we're all here.
Oh yeah, there you go.
One more thing I can do is I'm gonna cast bonus. I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on 14.
Okay. That's weird. One of them is missing on my screen, but not
Oh.
on the other screen.
Interesting.
It's ghost mode. All right, you're up, Belrissa.
All right, we're coming. I'm gonna yell at the horsey bros. I'm gonna say, "Hey, horse dudes! Big robot! Don't attack our robots!" And then I am going to move my hex onto the big guy.
Okay, big guy's got the hex.
Okay, and then blast him. 11 to hit?
Gosh.
No.
No.
Man.
And
Oh,
that's a nat 1.
Gosh.
Bye, Jesse.
That was bad.
Nat 1. Oh my goodness. Okay. I feel like this always happens at the end. And
I
in the
know,
night,
it's just like-
just like everybody just fizzles out, like with all the low rolls. Okay, please roll a type / roll 1d2.
Okay.
Flipping a coin here.
1d2.
Okay.
I rolled a 1.
Your attack goes wide and just sort of shoots off into the ether.
Okay. I'm okay with that.
Any sorcery points?
Hey, you get one more.
Yeah. You
You
know what? We're gonna try and kill this guy.
But you still get one more blast. That was just your first.
No, that was the second. I
Yeah,
rolled a
that
10
was-
on the
Oh,
first
you're
one
right.
and
That
an
would
8.
both of them were so low. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I'll burn him and use
Okay.
it. 13 to hit.
No.
Wow. It's bad rolls.
Oh my gosh.
13 again.
Any more sorcery points to burn?
No,
oh,
I don't
boy.
have any more.
That's
Yikes.
a 3, a 1, and 2 5s. That's great.
That is rough, man. Good try there.
All right, well.
Okay. These two centaurs are basically just going to run towards the big guy. We're going to ignore them for now. Kins, you're up.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to use my action to move my sphere, which is like somewhere over here, like closer to the back of this.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Healing Word on Jeshi at, I don't know, at 2nd level.
Okay.
All right, Jeshi, that's 10.
Your action to move the sphere, right?
Yeah, because
Okay,
it was
and
already
then-
cast last one. Mhm.
Oh, wait. As a bonus action, you can move the sphere. It's your bonus action to move
Oh,
it.
it said that?
Yeah.
Wait. Ah.
So you can't do the healing word.
But
you could cast, like, a regular healing spell, though.
Probably touch
Okay.
though.
So I will. I'll leave my. Can I cancel my movement of the healing flame? I want to heal Joshi. That's what
Okay.
I want to do.
Sure. Yep.
My fire is over here still. That's it.
All right. Let's see. We'll get this little. That can be your sphere thingy.
Thank you.
I think it was like here. I don't know where it was. Something like that. Okay. That guy already went. The big centaur is going to circle around behind Jeshi and is going to make an attack.
Jesse? Traitor.
Sanctuary.
Not on Jeshi. No. First attack.
I don't look like a robot, do I?
First attack is a natural 1.
My gosh.
It comes down with its axe, and the axe gets jammed in one of the joints, and it basically gets ripped out of his hand. And he goes to make his second attack, 16, and that's 13 damage. This thing's looking real rough, but is still standing up. And that guy has lost his axe. It is currently just jammed kind of in the shoulder joint of this huge thing. And that's going to end his turn. Vinadil.
I'm shooting it. 19 to hit.
That hits.
22 damage.
What happens as this thing describe your attack, Vin. How does this happen?
No one sees because I'm behind everybody.
Nobody knows
but
what
I-
happened.
But I found nobody sees. But I found its eyes again, and my eyes like light up like bright red as like I lock in on
Murder.
its little
Murder.
head, and I'm
Red rum.
again just like the magic bolt goes just shooting through and like finds that one wire or that one core that like just takes it out. Eyes flare for a little bit, and then I make sure they bring back down before anybody
Nice.
turns around.
Exterminate! Exterminate!
Nicely done. The thing basically like falls into just a pile of parts, and you guys look around, and let's see. Let me fix our. Go back here to story mode. You look around, and the centaurs are all kind of breathing heavy, and the one whose neck you caress sort of gazes lovingly at Vinadil for a second, then kind of looks back, focusing on the task, and the big one, this big centaur who's probably a head or two taller than the other two, clearly in charge, starts barking orders in sort of a seemingly some kind of native tongue that you don't quite recognize. He's got dark gray, almost half-orc like skin and features, this long greasy black hair. His face is like almost a little flatter maybe than it should be, if not for the jutting out underbite and the big pronounced jaw. He's got these piercing blue eyes and these kind of sunken eyes and this red war paint kind of look, that looks like it's probably made from the sands of the desert itself, kind of spread across his face. And he's just got this confused and kind of he's looking at you. He's obviously happy for the help, but doesn't know who you are. But before he has a chance to say anything, you suddenly hear clang, 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 and you hear this noise. And
Spiders!
A few things happen.
The spiders?
A few things happen at once as you look around. As you've come up onto this platform, you can see now that there is basically into the side of a dune, there is this doorway that has been uncovered. And it looks like this is what this big robot was basically working on. This big construct was sort of pulling debris and rocks and rubble and sand and just kind of spraying it out. And this doorway has been uncovered. And on the doorway, you immediately recognize the symbol, that same serpentine symbol of the Thulesh. The door is closed, and there is this clanging sound as you instinctively look back, and from 14's chest, the compartment, you can hear something just rapidly just banging all over the place inside of 14's chest. And that's where we'll go ahead and end tonight's excellent session. We'll find out what happens
I'm sure
next
it's fine.
time.
I'm sure
Let's
that's
go
fine.
through the dunes, y'all. It's gonna be fun. We'll reunite our demon snake stone to
Take it home.
The demon
Yeah,
snake
take it
stone
home.
stored inside 14's
Nothing
safe
could go wrong.
chest compartment seems to be reacting to the proximity to this ancient buried Thulesh temple.
It's just lonely. It just
It's
wants a friend.
lonely.
It just wants a friend.
I'm home.
Nice.
Oh, my goodness.
Good job, you
Wow.
guys. Should we we got
Oh
a
my
few
gosh.
people still awake with us.
Is anyone still with us to raid?
Yeah.
I can grab a raid somewhere. Let me find.
Man, these robots are something.
Hey, if people left early, then they missed out on the horse hunch.
The caressing.
And the horse.
Horse hunch.
Somehow
I
in my
knew what you
head, I
meant.
just, I saw it, but then it's like, oh wait, no, it doesn't have a horse neck, does it? No.
I'm gonna tell Emmy. I tell her.
I was also thinking about Emmy. Yes.
Right.
Poor woman's been through enough, right?
Yeah.
don't tell her this. There was an orc horse, man.
Finn's like,
Nothing happened.
don't tell my
Just a regular everyday.
my
occurrence.
pretend video, my not even video game. Sorry, never mind. I can't even finish the joke. All right, I'm trying to find somebody to raid here. Everybody, it's pretty late.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's go check out Horizon guy. I think we rated these guys once before. And remember how to do this. Just /raid, right? It's been a while since I did this.
/raid and the name.
With all the capitalizations.
Whew,
Oh,
what
you
a
need
game.
the caps in there. Okay.
Yeah, man.
4 Belrissas.
Boom, there it is.
4 Belrissas.
Whew, all
How many
right.
Centaur orcs?
Hey, this is crazy, but call me maybe.
Oh no! Yes, you want your music? Let's
He
go.
just Morse codes his number like through the robot beeps, to the Centaur. He's just so confused.
Oh my god, we need that.
Forbidden love,
Oh, we gotta
They're
to
their
clip
mortal
that for
enemies.
sure. All right, hey, thanks for watching, everybody. This was awesome. I'm really excited to see what else happens in the desert. We're gonna be here for a while. There's a lot of things to explore, and you guys have chosen a very interesting path. So I'm excited for what continues on from here. Maybe we'll explore inside an ancient Thulesh temple. Maybe the ancient dangerous snakestone will emerge and erupt and kill everyone. Maybe Vinadil will find a
Is
new
that an
love.
option?
I don't know. We'll see what happens. But until next week, good luck with your bad plans.